Get 10.
All I said was hello. Y'all, sorry we're late. We got back yesterday.
We're still recovering.
Still recovering, okay?
It's
How are y'all
Gay
doing?
fault.
I hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We're back home and we've reached safely. Thank you to all of you that I don't even know. Thank you to all of you, period.
Look at Sarah
Okay.
Johnson
Just thank
there.
you to all of you for being here, okay? Hey Sarah. How y'all doing? I have actually, my nails are chipped up. Okay. Look, my hands are dry.
Well, I'll put my hands next to yours.
Don't
Then
get
you'll
the,
feel
don't
better
get
about your own.
don't get the chip nail polish police out of me, okay? Don't do it, y'all. Back in the craft room and I'm happy, okay? Thanks to Sarah Johnson for allowing us to come into her craft room. Thanks to Matthew and Sarah for taking us to dinner and being such a wonderful host and hostess. Love it. Okay, we had so much fun with them. So much laughter. Hey, Peggy.
Lynn Penna. Look at Jennifer Rio.
We're a little late, Linda Veal. So sorry.
Cinnamon, don't look at me.
Let's see what we got going on. Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna do some coloring, y'all, and maybe I can get a card or two knocked out because I miss my craft room while I was away. But Sarah's craft room filled me up a little bit to help me survive. Okay, Sarah's craft room was like going to the emergency room. Okay, just to get in there and be in a space of craftiness. I couldn't use Chelsea's. Chelsea's creative space is
all digital stuff.
Is digital
computer screens and
drawing, kind of drawing on a tablet kind of stuff. So that wasn't my thing. I need to be somewhere where there was glue and scissors. Tracy, is that sweater for a new stamp? No, that actually the sweater weather stamp is out, but this is the freebie.
Hi, Aunt Terry.
This is the freebie. So yeah, we missed y'all. We missed y'all. Okay, it was like going through some having some withdrawal, not being on the live, especially going from live every day to not being live, at all. Really.
Jennifer Rio, I made that freebie sweater last week and sent it out. I think on 3 separate days to everybody on the list. So.
No, she was asking.
I know. I was telling her. I'm reading her stuff right here.
Oh, I already told her. Okay. Can't stay, Terry. That's okay, Aunt Terry. I know, right? Jacqueline said, "Thanks, Tracy, for our field trip to Sarah's house. We're on our way to Sarah's."
Go ahead, I'll be back.
I'm so glad that y'all are doing good. I'm back in my craft room. Glad to be back in it. We were a little bit busy this morning, kind of playing catch up from taking off this week. But we're glad to be back. We had a lovely time with Chelsea and Manny. And we're just glad to be back home, There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm having problems printing. Everything comes out real large. Marcia, send Bill a, excuse me. Send Bill a message at admin@mindlesscrafting.com and he can give you some instruction. I think what you need to do is to resize it. Right, you can resize it to whatever size you want. Like these, I resize them. See the sweaters? I resize them smaller. This one is smaller than this. But I do want to start coloring while we chit chat. Lynn Pena, I'm just sad about what you're gonna do on today. I'm just I'm not sure if I understand your maybe it might be a typo, huh? Did your mom travel with y'all, Tracy? No, Rhonda, she did not travel with us. She did not travel with us. Bill went downstairs to make himself some tea. He's been busy. Hey! Oh, Brooks, how are you? We did get to go to I think it was the Smithsonian Portrait Museum. So I'm gonna share some of my pictures on Facebook page. We got a lot of pictures. So you see this cable sweater. I love it. I like the bulkiness of this sweater. So you don't have to color it all one color. You can just like save it and then color like around here. I remember at one point having a sweater like this. I'll look at y'all comments in a moment. Bill, can you bring me a bottle of water? Let's see. When is your next? Yeah, so just so that you know, I don't know what it is about pink, Deb. I felt like I needed to do pink first. I'm going to do some other colors, but I felt like I needed to do pink. Color the pink first. Let's see. Yes, we do have a kit. We'll be using let's see if I have one here. Oh, you're going to love this kit. And so, yeah, we announced it, I think about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half. We announced that we would be using the Spectrum Gardenia Cluster Kit. So this is the one that we're going to be using, and it's got a lot of fun stuff in here. Many of you have already ordered these. I'm not sure if we still have any. I haven't gotten to check the inventory, but if you don't see sold out, then go get one, okay? And it's still enough time for us to get it to you before the 15th of December. So yeah, we're going to be doing clusters, and they're so adorable. And even though they only show a few, there's so much more in here than what they show. So this is just a few things you can do. And you can put these in journals. You can put them on cards. Before I left, we did the cluster kit using the Christmas, I think it's called Christmas Spectacular. Let's see. Christmas Spectacular is the one we used. This is not the one we'll be using for Mindless Crafting at midnight, though. So, yeah, we already started digging into this, and I had already made a couple of things using this cluster kit. And you get a lot of stuff in this. I think I did a couple of cards, too. Right, so I love making clusters. I love making clusters. So this is what we have using this kit. So now I can make my Christmas cards and stuff. This way. Clusters. So fun. But if you don't get the kit, guess what? Just come join us. You do not have to have the kit to come join us for Mindless Crafting at midnight. So I just want y'all to know that. Here's one of the cards. that we did. This was before we actually left for DC. We had a lot going on. You just got your notification. Well, we were late. Hey, Olive Shay, how are you?
Olive Shay.
Oh, you must have not heard me say bring me some water.
No, I didn't.
Okay, there's some in there. Look at that right there. Hey, how are ya?
Why not
So that's
take Olive Shay?
Let's see. Thanks, Jasmine. Yeah, and these are from the this is from us using that cluster kit. And there's a ton of pieces in that cluster kit as well. So just so you know, I think we do I think we still have this kit in stock, I believe. That's the one for Mindless Crafting at midnight, which is a Spectrum Gardenia. So just check the store, mindlesscrafting.com, to see if you see it. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and let me get to coloring because I haven't colored for a minute. Let me get to coloring some stuff.
This.
Okay. Let's see what y'all are saying here. Oh, you know what? Thank y'all also. What is the name of the also I want to thank y'all for supporting Sarah's store. Those pens, absolutely beautiful. I gave Chelsea her pen, Sarah. She loved it with the cake on top. Oh my goodness. If you didn't see our Saturday live, and Saturdays are a small business Saturday, so you support a small business, and you know, I just want to thank y'all for supporting Sarah's shop.
I just put the link to
Sarah
that
is
cluster
absolutely
kit.
Sarah's incredible. Natalie says it is still available. Just put it in my cart. Okay, Natalie. But you better hurry up.
Stacey Spencer says, "What was the final total for the cards?"
Oh, you know what? We need to actually
Update.
We need to update. We need to add 30 more onto this. Okay. So let me go ahead and rewrite this total out. I think this is the final total, y'all.
Hi, Dorothy.
I think this is the final
and Miss
total.
Piper.
Let's see. Hey, Dorothy. Okay, so the final total will be...
For those of you that tried to, was it email Sarah? You changed the email or something, right? In the description?
I added the email in.
Yes.
Description below that video.
Yeah, so go back and check it out in case you were trying to get it and it wasn't right, but it's right now. What's that?
If I'm doing my math right, I believe this is how much we have on net. This is the final total. I think it's the final total. I looked on Sarah's shop again, and it looks like she ended up doing well with sales after your show. She has lots of beautiful things, very talented. Yes. I love it because you look, when we could bless someone else, right? Sarah has her small business, and she makes such beautiful things. You know, you want to highlight people that have like small businesses.
Thank you, Shay.
You know, and then she's just a sweet person who has blessed so many of us, not only me and Bill, but so many of us in the group. So what better person to support? You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah. Right. You want to support our small businesses. You have a lot of large businesses that out there that are doing great and every year they do well and this and that. But to me, when I can see the actual small business person making something, you know, putting themselves out there, you know, and making something, I feel like we should support them. You know, and she does such wonderful work. Her packaging is excellent. She's just a top-notch person. Period. Um, Sarah's craft room is fantastic. Yes, it is, Yudi. But Yudi, guess what? Yudi, we seen your craft room in the group. Yudi got a craft room.
Yudi is not playing, okay?
So several of you have said, hey, if you ever come to my state, I would love to see y'all. So we thank all of you, and Sarah, we thank you because not everyone wants to allow someone into their space. It's a little bit hard to allow people into your space. Um, you know, so I appreciate that. You know, some people don't want to put their stuff out there. I know I don't.
For those that missed it, here I just put the link to Sarah's site on Etsy right there.
Yes.
Shay talking about come to Cali.
Shay, I saw your comment.
John's be like, you ain't good in my house.
You know, we had a good old time. We laughed a lot. Oh my goodness, we laughed. We laughed so much. Marcia is going to email you, babe. She's having some trouble with her.
All right, Marcia, I've been looking forward.
With resizing, but we'll get you squared away, Marcia. But these sweaters are so adorable, and so these are freebies.
I know, Shay. Shay, I felt the same way. Shay said, I was shocked when you said Sarah and her husband had been married 41 years. They look 41.
They look
exactly
so young. I was like,
I thought the same thing.
Yes.
When I first met them, I was like,
well, actually, when they said their son, I think their son is 40 years old. And I was like, what?
I was like, Matthew, you must have married her when she was like about 8 or 9 years old.
They both look so youthful. And their energy is just great. Just a great, just really great people. You know, and when you find wonderful people, you hold on to them, you know?
Yeah, it was fun, I have to admit.
We laughed so much.
I enjoy seeing Matthew's watch collection. He has enough watches to wear on both arms, legs, around his neck, and dress me out the same way and still have some left over.
I guess he said, look, Sarah got her crafty stuff. I'm going to have my little collection.
You're going to know the time, okay, for you're in that house. Jill Pounds can talk again.
Hey, Jill. Let's see what y'all are saying. Oh, they're talking about everybody's holiday.
So did y'all eat enough stuff?
I did not eat a lot.
I didn't
Well, you
either.
know what? We did go. Y'all, there's this place, boy. The
Swahili Village.
There's this restaurant that Chelsea and Manny took us to called Swahili Village. Oh my
DC.
goodness.
The food was amazing. Now apparently it's a Ghanaian type place. But do not be fooled.
That place was the food was delicious.
It has extremely high ratings, won a bunch of awards. I'm talking about this food is absolutely
and the ambiance
ridiculous.
is beautiful too. The ambiance is just beautiful. But those two, they love to try out different places and different restaurants and stuff. So it was so good to spend time with them.
I was just telling, we were talking this morning, and I was remarking that even though they're in a different city, a new city, if you want to call it new, they've truly made it their own because they go to everything they can get to, any special event, any festival, any presentation, anything at museums. So it's like they really have embraced the city,
Yes.
So a lot of times people will go to a city and they'll just be in their house, only go to work, the grocery store, maybe the church. That's it. Then they'll say, "There's nothing here." Well, you haven't done anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I like that they get out and really go see stuff, you know?
Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie, you're purple.
She's got a purple rose.
So Tracy, you're doing a two-tone color in the sweater.
No, I'm just, I don't know why I'm just coloring in sections because I feel like it. I'm just coloring in sections. I do want this to be a whole pink sweater, but I'm just going to color in sections here, I have no idea why, but
For those of you that are looking for that at 49 and Market Spectrum Gardenia cluster kit, I put the link at the top of the chat.
yeah, that's what we'll be using for the Mindless Crafting
I don't know
at
how
midnight.
many are left, but
Mindless Crafting at midnight, yeah. Beautiful. So who has it?
Tanisha's still talking about that cake pan.
Who had that cake pan was beautiful. When Chelsea saw that, she was like, "Oh my goodness, that cake pan was gorgeous." I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, then Sonia Chris
Bill
says,
cut me off.
Oh, sorry, she said butterfly. Cinnamon, where are you scratching to? I wish I could really talk dog and really understand so I could have a real conversation with them.
You can. He'll show you in the actions, huh?
For all we know, they're doing calculus. Tracy showed me this video where she said, "You ever had a class like this?" And the lady was sitting in a university, and it's like the professor was teaching the class in another dialect or something, and the people were trying to understand it. They had a dog right there who had this quiz that kept showing the dog coming back and forth. Like, what in the world is the instructor saying? It was so funny because I've had classes like that. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to teach myself.
And that's when you just form a study group because it's not gonna work, okay?
I can't understand.
We just gonna have to figure it out after the class, me and the study group, okay?
I can't understand it. It's calculus. Even if the teacher was good, I'm gonna have problems understanding this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dog?
Over there getting himself worked up.
She said she still hasn't opened the goodie box.
What?
She
Sometimes
says, I
it's
want to
like
open it
that.
when my joy is super full. Almost there. Can't wait. Shay, if you wait to the end, you're going to explode. Hi, Tanya Centennial. Tanya says, what is that color called? The marker.
This is, let's see. That's peach. It looks pink, but it's peach. But to me, it looks pink.
It looks pink to me, too.
Yeah.
Shay says, and I still have to share what I made with your digitals.
Oh, yes. We'd love to see it.
Jasmine says, those sweaters look pretty to color and decorate like Christmas ugly sweaters.
Oh, that's a good idea, too.
I like what you're doing with putting the darker things right there. It makes the sweater kind of come to look like it's ready to jump off the page. Mm-hmm. And y'all made some tea. It has peppermint, apple cider vinegar, lemon, honey, cayenne pepper. What else I put in this thing? Anyway, it got a lot of stuff in it. It has me sweating, okay?
These sweaters are so pretty.
Hey, Tan is telling Shay that she has to open that box. It has so many goodies.
Yes, it does. I feel like I've had a sweater like this before. Okay, I'm gonna cut. I want to cut this out to make y'all see what this, so y'all can see what this would look like. I don't know why I'm going with the pastel colors. Um,
Uh,
but I'm thinking it'll work fine.
Linda Veal says, I didn't get the sweater downloaded, so I re-signed up. Linda, if you ever have problems and didn't get something, just email me at admin@mindlesscrafting.com and I'll hook you up. That way you don't have to go through all those gymnastics.
Right.
Yes, Jasmine. The sweater is, if you,
This is a freebie now in the store.
hold up.
So you don't have to color the whole thing. I could leave that part white, or I could color it in something else, even a darker color.
Let me put this right here. See right here on the site, I changed this. I changed the free download up constantly. And right here, right now, it is the sweater. You know what I'm saying? So.
I'm going to put this here, that these are the cards.
And what's cool about those free downloads is you can size them any kind of way you want. And superimpose. Okay, Jasmine, if you have any problems, if you don't see it, if you've already signed up or something like that, if it was lost in spam somewhere, email me at admin@mindlesscrafting.com.
So I'm just going back over this with the same color to make it even darker. Making it even darker in some areas.
Shay says you color so professionally. I think so too, Shay.
Oh, thank you. Look, coloring books, y'all. Coloring books growing up, you know, I loved coloring books. And I went to the next level when I got the 60, what is it, 64 crayons in a box?
Yeah.
With the sharpener on it. It had to have the sharpener so you could sharpen your crayons. I
Yeah.
thought I was at another level.
Crayola.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was gonna keep this
White.
you know, let me
You
see.
could have kept it white and it still would have been cute.
Yeah, it would have been cute too. Keep it white.
But even that looks good too.
I'll see
Pamela
on the
Scurry
next
said,
one.
thanks for the sale. I found lots of items to buy.
Oh, good.
We couldn't buy it all. Shh, don't tell hubby.
Is that what she said?
Yep.
Y'all are funny. I had a couple of boxes while we were gone. A couple of boxes came to the house.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to get your little Amazon fill in, right?
You have to get something, okay? Even when you don't need it, you say, I got to have
I
this.
needed these things. Okay?
I need this. Brand new 85-inch TV to replace the 84-inch.
Yeah. Hi, Carmen Rosas.
Shay says, I love that even though you're only using one color, it looks textured and layered.
Yeah, I'm just going in just a little bit deeper in some areas, right? But I could pull out like another marker and just go in a little bit deeper shade. Let me show you real quick. I'm gonna just get one that's just a little bit like one shade darker maybe. And I just eye it. I eyeball it, and then what I'll do is see that's just a tiny bit. Even though that looks like this is a pale purple. That doesn't look pale purple to me.
Me either.
Let me so I usually test it out because I want to see what it looks like.
Right.
Right. So that's the pale purple. And this is the peach.
Blue or
just
something.
so you can see what those look like. So to me, actually, this still, even though this looks darker to me, this one is actually lighter. So let me see what else I got over here.
A mountain of stuff.
Let's see.
Shannon. Shannon, did you hit 1,000 yet?
I bet we could, Shannon.
Shannon was right on the verge of 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, she did hit 1,000.
She did.
I think she did. Our crafty friend Shannon hit 1,000. I showed you it, babe, on Facebook, I believe. This is vermilion. Let me look and see what this color looks like.
Tanya Marie. Okay, here. I'm going to have to go check and see what's in that thing. I could have swore I put the right thing.
Zal Storm, really? She said, my favorite sister ordered me an Eco Tank printer about an hour or so ago. Really?
That's love.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, so this looks really deep. That's vermilion. But that looks almost like an orange color. But guess what? I'm going to try it in here. Let's see what happens when I do this. Just in these little darker spaces. Right along here.
All right, Tanya, email me here. And just remind me what we were talking about that sweater. And I'll get you hooked up.
So you see now even more, it's even darker than before now, right? But this is just I know everybody has their style of coloring. I just go by what to me looks good, right? So I like, even when I was a kid, when I would color, I would trace on the outside first, and then I'd go on the inside. Like then I don't know what it was, but I would trace on the outside, and then on the inside, because to me the lines needed to be very defined on the outside. So let me show you what I do. This is a great color for doing that. I don't know what it is. I just felt like I needed like lines around the outside. I know there's someone else on here that does this. Oh, it feels so good to be coloring.
I'm going to go get my computer and look at it right quick. Just in case. Shannon said, thank you. It took a long time, but I finally made it. Laugh out loud. But you know what's really interesting, Shannon? Because we have Olive Shay on here. And I think Olive Shay, how many subscribers you have right now, Olive Shay? I think it's close to 200 subscribers. But I remember when you were at that point, it doesn't seem that long, that far back, does it, Trace? Remember when Shannon first started?
Yeah,
You know, and now she's cracked the 1,000 subscriber mark. I want to say it because like Shay just started, and I'm sure she probably feels like, man, I'll never get to 1,000, but it's coming.
Right, and then she has to the next goal is to get to the 4,000 minutes watched, I think it is, if they still do that. 4,000 minutes watched. That'll be another milestone. I believe that they still do it. I'm not even sure. They keep changing stuff up on YouTube. See, so now I'm just going to go off this little line right here. Right there. So now the sweater starts to really come to life. And then the button, since I did those pink, why not just go ahead and use this vermilion color? Or you can take some of your gems, right? And you could put your gems on there. Ooh, that'll be a good idea. Put some of the gems on there will be cute.
Peggy says, I did the same, Tracy.
You did the same thing, right? That tracing outside, just to make it. I don't know, it's something about that tracing on the outside.
It gives it like substance. Remember, John was talking about how he outlines things with black,
Mm-hmm.
and you could see the difference if you draw something and just have it accepted like that compared to if you put that outline on it. The outline really makes it just pop out.
Mm-hmm.
Like John was saying, if you kind of squint your eyes and close your eyes, you can slightly see an outline on just about everything, the people, whatever. Tina Barker says that sweater looks like one my mama knitted me when I was in the first grade.
That is what I know. I've had one of these before.
She bought me a Raggedy Ann applique and sewed it on my sweater, and I felt so loved. It was a similar color to the one you're doing, Tracy.
Oh,
I used to see sweaters like that, like in football games and stuff like that.
memories. Don't get me to start singing, y'all.
Ziomara says this sweater is adorable.
That sweater's adorable. Y'all been like, why isn't Tracy using her fussy cutting scissors?
You know what I'm saying?
Guess what, y'all? I'm gonna find them. At some point I'm gonna find. I have two in here, right? Somewhere.
Somebody else here had 10, remember?
Tell what? Fuzzy cuts?
Yeah, because they couldn't find them. They were
Fussy
contemplating ordering an
cutting
11th.
scissors.
Just when they ordered the 11th, all 10 would come out of the woodwork.
I had a surgical looking scissor at one point I used to use before I found out about the cutter bees. Oh. Gaten said I used to knit sweaters like that for my two daughters. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I've had a sweater like this. As an adult, okay, I had a sweater like this. Cute. I'm just using what I have, okay? I can't find my cutter bees. I'm going to use some scissor.
So something's going to work, huh?
This will work.
It's going to be somewhere with you. Somewhere really obvious. You know?
Right. When I least expect it. Ooh, that looks cute. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see what we got over here. Not playing Christmas music yet. I need to start while I decorate the tree. Bill will be happy because I'm getting ready to decorate the tree. So, after I take the other stuff off of the tree. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Dee 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 dee. Have a holly jolly. My senior pictures were taken in a bright pink sweater.
But there you go.
It's amazing things that will bring back a memory, right?
Cinnamon, I'm going to upset it. Tracy's making me upset, Cinnamon.
Oh, you know what? I need my warm winter hug stamp set. That's what I need. Warm winter hug.
These jackets need to be on that side of the room.
Not really. No, I don't want to. I don't want it over here. It's too much stuff on
I
the
mean,
dress.
no, just can't.
Hold on, let me see. I'm just a humming over here.
Is that it?
No. Nope. Warm winter hug.
Yeah, just do it like
that. He stopped now, the dog. Bill, are all the cards shipped? Nope.
No. After I get off of here.
Wait a minute. We have
Maybe
four, 9 boxes have shipped so far.
Yeah, we probably have at least about
We have about
7,000 more to go.
Right. We have around 6,000 or 7,000 more cards to ship. So about 9. What are we at?
I don't know, but
No.
that's roughly what we have left.
I think we got about 6,000 more cards to ship. Yeah.
Linda Huffman, yes, that is a free digital.
Biscuit is sick.
Biscuit!
Oh, no. Poor Biscuit. I hope she's on the mend soon. Biscuit is a boy or girl?
Tanya says, my mom used to sew hearts on my back pockets and on the hems of my jeans.
Oh. Ooh, I found the perfect paper. Have a holly jolly Christmas.
I remember we used to get, for some reason, in Saginaw, Michigan, when I was growing up, by the time I hit about the 9th grade, for some reason, painter pants and painter overalls became popular. And we would put studded out with stuff, right? And then put on the painter pants overalls, we would get those button things, you know, those buttons that you, the silver ones, I mean, the metal ones, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
And we would pin them all over the place on the overalls. Why, I don't know, okay?
Why? Have a holly jolly Christmas. Dee, 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 dee. Now I'm going to have to go play that song. That'll have to be one of the songs that I play.
Oh, that's a good one, Shay. Shay has a video comparing glue.
Oh, we'd love to see that.
People need that one.
Yes. Are they art glitter? Art glitter and what's the other one? Barely Art.
How many different glues are you comparing, Steph? I mean, Shay? You know what, Deborah Couture, I heard about that. Deb says there is a bad, potentially fatal mystery respiratory illness going around for dogs. It sounds really bad.
Yeah, we saw that. I haven't taken my dogs for their checkup because I don't want them to be I just don't want them to be out there like that, you know? Just until they haven't figured it out yet. All right, I'm gonna have to go with this other stamp right here. That's all.
Susan Tracy says, have you ever thought of doing an all Christmas scrap package?
An all Christmas scrap, like
scraps but only Christmas stuff.
Oh, I don't think I have enough of those. I don't think I have enough of those. An all Christmas scrap package.
Beth Figueroa.
I do have some Christmas scraps, but I don't know if I can. I don't think I have enough. All right, let's go ahead and put this together. Let's put it all together.
That sounds like something Disney would have.
Let's put it all together.
Now's the time to start scouring the networks for Christmas shows.
Yep.
Unless you're Tracy.
Christmas
you
shows
them
and Christmas songs.
But especially
I haven't
now,
really done that too much.
Not
actually.
this year you haven't, but they've been years now. You got to admit.
That is cute. Ooh, that's so cute. Is that not adorable, y'all? I'm just pulling that out just because it looks super cute. Ooh.
Okay. Hi, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal.
Deb Millsap says she's watched A Boy Called Christmas on Netflix. There's something on Netflix that I saw that. Remember the one I said, Tracy, we need to watch this.
What was it called?
I don't know.
Well, there you go.
It had. What's
There
the
you
name of
go.
it? You know the girl that I like who married the football playing preacher dude. Anyway, it should be good.
I don't know. That narrows it down. Ooh, look at this one. That looks cute too.
Shannon says, I just got a ton of Christmas cards from my friend. I'm about to cut all these up and use them in projects.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can do some of those like, what's those Christmas cards where you have like the Hallmark, like you have some of those, you can fancy those up and cut them down or whatever, make them your own. Get some of the images out and all of that.
You know what?
Right here too.
Shannon said, Tyler thought he was funny. He thought this now, okay, Tracy, and actually had the audacity to tell her to cancel her Hallmark channel.
Woo!
She said he would get
The
canceled
audacity.
first. Okay?
How dare he, Shannon?
How dare you even allow such a thought to come through your lips?
How dare you even allow that?
In the hot mess crafting household.
Deb Couture said she used her sweaters on some thank you cards. And they look super cute.
Shay says, check out the movie The Shop Around the Corner.
Why does that sound
She
familiar
discovered
to
it
me?
last year. Now she's hooked on classics.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because you probably saw it.
Around the corner.
Hi, Tawana Burdette from Alaska.
Hey, Tawana.
This is Tawana's first time being on the live chat.
Oh, well, welcome.
Where have you been?
Welcome.
Where have you been? Tawana Burdette. Where have you been?
Tawana,
she said, now you did that, I won't be back. Now Storm.
Tawana, never mind us, okay?
Jasmine says, oh my God, I just went into the store.
We're glad you're here.
So many pretty paper pads and more new items. And all those things were 30% off during that Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale. I hope y'all took part in that.
We talked about that, the shop around the corner before? I need a refresher. That's cute. I could layer and layer and layer my papers. I do this, y'all, just because I can't help it.
Ava Lee.
Bill, I didn't receive my free digital. Gay 10.
Gaytan, here you go. Email me, Gaytan, at admin@mindlesscrafting.com. And just remind me what it is.
Make sure it doesn't go to your junk folder too. So that's another thing.
Ava Lee, who was 30 minutes from you?
I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. That's gonna be cute when I set it all up.
Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine says, I know I missed it next time, but it's okay no matter what sale or no sale. Mindless Crafters, you always have a shopper of me.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Ava Lee, we were
Appreciate
30
that.
minutes from you. Ava, you in Washington, D.C.? Ava Lee.
So I need to break up that color.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why I'm gonna put another color behind that just because. Just because.
Ava Lee was 30 minutes from us.
Oh, wow.
We did not even know. Yeah, next time maybe, Ava Lee. Gloria Moss. Jane Johnson. You know what? Let me go and check my link right quick.
Is the sweater a free digital? Yes, it is.
It is, but before y'all do anything, I'm thinking, I know I changed that link. Hold up, from the tree to the sweater.
Oh, someone said it's still a tree?
I don't know, but I don't want a whole bunch of people going in there.
No, some people have gotten it, so it has to be the right
I
one.
emailed it to her. But if they signed up, you know.
Y'all excuse my husband. Okay. Gooby followed Bill right out the room. You got it free. Right. When you sign up, it just automatically comes to you. It's automatic, y'all. Now, let me get my... After this live, later on today, I'm going to kind of redo my room and get it looking beautiful again. Because right now, it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, so let's see what y'all are saying.
Now.
Oh, Warren played on Sunday.
Where did he play at?
She said next time they'll time it for Warren's for his thing on Sunday. For his concert next time. That would be fun.
Was it in D.C.?
Okay, let's see. Need some of my tape here. A mess means I'm being, Omega said a mess means I'm being productive.
Keep on believing that. No, just kidding, because I'm like you.
Don't stop believing.
Now, let me go over here.
Let's see what we got. But I guess. Y'all remember that song?
I do. That was a good one.
Somebody has to remember that song. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to put a little bit of dimension on this sweater. I think that'll look cute. With the sweater popping off of there. Flashing lights are oh so bright. Tracy, I'm watching you make a card, and I want to make a card after the lot. Well, go ahead, Gaten. You can make one right now. Why not make one right now? And Gaten's like, because I'm watching you. Da, da, da. Dawn, oh, you watched the DC Live with Sarah and hubby? She's so talented too. Yes. Love her pens and for sure her craft room. You said you have craft room envy. It's definitely inspiring. Sarah's craft room is so inspiring. So I don't want to put this on the pink because it's already pink. Right? I don't want to put this on the pink paper. Let me just make sure I have the size that I want on here. So I'm trying to use some of my old paper, older scraps like this right here. Had that for a minute in my craft room. We had some tea with Sarah after the live. Tea at Sarah's. I'm putting my sweater like that. Why? Because I can. Ooh, this side right here, y'all. Look how adorable that is. This is one of the newer papers. I got to go look and see what's in all those boxes down there. I had ordered a bunch of stuff before we left for the store. So y'all are going to see a lot of stuff going in the store. Kelly Warner, the sweater, I think it's been in the store for what, a week? Maybe a week and a half?
At least.
Before we left for DC, that sweater has been in the store. You should have, if you're signed up for the email alert, you should have gotten it already.
Actually, I actually sent that that link out on 3 different emails in case someone missed it.
Yeah. So hopefully.
But if you didn't get it, email me at admin@mindlesscrafting.com.
So you're adding that little bit of dimension to it. Really helps.
And just remind me what it is you're emailing me about.
Because we will forget.
I sure will.
We will forget. Why am I singing? Singing.
I don't know.
Dee 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 dee.
Ask Andrea White. Andrea, don't be asking me.
I'm just going to use the happy holidays from this because.
So Bertha, how's the D? Is it cold up there? It's got to be, because you're talking about Detroit. You know what? I forgot to thumbs up myself. Bam, I just did it.
Okay. Oh, here's my. Oh,
I thought you were going to say,
I thought this was the one
my
that
scissors. Sarah, when I got home, I hid my pen. I think I hid it for myself, actually.
Oh, I thought I had it. No?
Ooh, Sarah. I mean, Tracy, look. Sarah talking about, Tracy, I still haven't changed that picture yet. He probably won't even notice if I did. Oh, he gonna notice, Sarah.
You didn't say, Sarah. Everybody probably like, what picture? We're not trying to tell you.
See you. I'm gonna check that email when I get in there. Thank you. Tanisha said that I almost got fired. I have been fired so many times, Sonia.
Huh? I never fire you. You usually fire me.
I fire myself because I feel so guilty.
You should. Why are you feeling guilty?
Because I know I did wrong.
Then why do you do the same thing over and over again then? Well, there you go. You know? If you know you feel guilty, then stop doing the same thing over and over again.
But
I don't know what else to tell you.
I can't stop myself. I can't stop myself.
Well, discipline, darling, discipline. Those Gate 10, those I think those were on sale too through the weekend, right? The gnomes. The gnome stamp was on sale, was included in the sale. And the Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Everything
sale.
Was concluded.
Right. So sometimes like when you see like big sales like that, Gate 10, when you see big sales like that, you can offset the shipping by the deep discount. Because I think we gave a really deep discount on those on these stamps right here. On the photopolymers. We had a big sale on those.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, so it'll offset some of the shipping stuff. Yep.
Shay says, Sarah Johnson, you look amazing.
She does.
Beauty secrets, please. What do I have to do to look like you?
Well, not
and
to
Sarah
look like
goes,
you. No, just to be a better version of herself.
You have to be me. That's what I would say. So I would say that because my pseudo arrogance makes me say that. Uh-oh. Zal Soam says, I want to start making fun fold and pop-up cards again. I've been watching a lot of videos to try to get inspired.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Usually I could knock out a bunch of cards. I feel like I'm so sluggish right now.
You making cards at my rate.
I was gonna say a sales pace, snail's pace.
You're at a sales pace.
At a snail's pace right now.
But you did do a lot of coloring, Trace. It's not like,
huh?
If that sweater was already
that was
colored,
just one sweater.
Yeah, but that was some incredible coloring.
I usually can move faster than this, but
it's Shay's fault.
But I just want the happy holidays on this one. Find all my things. I can't wait to reorganize my stuff so I can get back again. I just want this word right, these words right here. The happy holidays. And hopefully I'll find my fussy cut scissors.
Shay talking about my fault. Well, Shay, I have to blame it on somebody. It's the American way, okay? Trace always says, it's the Bill way.
Right.
Find the closest person to you.
And blame them. Blame it on anyone else but yourself,
Remember
basically.
how we were kids in high school and elementary school and somebody broke wind, usually you're you, and you turn to the person next to you, you go, Sonia? Dog, Sonia? And you go off and then everybody just start looking at Sonia. Oh, Sonia? Of course, it was you, but you would take that to the grave, okay? Everybody here has done that, okay?
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Da 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 da.
Pamela says the card is so cute, Tracy.
I haven't even done anything to it.
But it's cute anyway, okay?
Thanks, Pamela. I haven't done anything to it. I'm so just moving very slowly today. I plan to go crazy making stuff when my new printer gets here and set up. I keep telling myself that I will be able to print what I want for a change. My current printer is already telling me the ink's low. Yup. Yep. That's how it does. That's why I love that Eco Tank, boy. I could really go crazy with it. What did we say? It was 2 years before we had to change out the ink, babe?
It's been longer than that.
I definitely got to find my
about
fussy cut.
almost 3, about 2 3/4. And I still didn't change. Only thing ink I really changed was the black one. I didn't change it. I just added to it. I could have kept going, but I said, let me go ahead and fill this up. Then I just topped off the other ones, but I really didn't. The other ones weren't even, maybe they might have been, I had 3/4 left full on the other colors. So I topped those off.
Yeah.
Dawn says, that sweater has so much more personality than the one in my Cricut design space.
Really? Wow.
Anita says, this card is so cute, I have to get my printer connected to my computer. You have so many good digitals.
Thank you. That teacup sunflower, though, definitely is like the one that everybody has really... We've been getting we get a lot of great comments from y'all about our digitals, but y'all really, really love that teacup. that flower cup, flower in a teacup digital.
Oh, Linda Huffman. Linda Huffman says, having some tech issues with my 2800 Eco Tank. Blue ink keeps having streak lines after so many copies.
So you need a maintenance thing going on there.
Linda, what you do, hold on, let me look this up. Okay, Linda, do this. Just email me at mindlesscrafting.com. Remind me what you're talking about, and I looked that up, and I'll send you a video on it. Because I had something like that happen once.
He did, yep.
And I ordered, I looked at the video. The video was very good. And I had to go and order some, it was some kind of product that it cost maybe about $20 or something like that. And you use it in conjunction with the power cleaning function with the Eco Tank. Please, that thing had that thing so clear. Yeah, but if you ever have to go through the power washing cycle, then you can do that. But email me. It won't matter if it's only the blue ink. It's going to power wash the entire thing, period.
Because eventually you'll need all of it, you know.
Yeah, Cricut is designed for that. Usually all you have to do is your basic maintenance. But when you get to that point...
Oh, it's her Cricut that's doing it?
No, she was saying, oh, you know what? No, she said it's... No, Tracy.
Oh, okay.
She says her Eco Tank.
Oh, okay.
Having tech issues with the 2800 Eco Tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I had to do because the normal cleaning wasn't working. So I looked it up on YouTube, and the guy, his video was perfect. I ordered the product from Amazon. I put it in, went through the power wash thing is like about 30 minutes or 45 minutes or something like that.
Happy holiday.
Or Linda, just go on YouTube and type in exactly what it is.
You can find just about...
Having problems with so-and-so with my 2800, how to clean the 2800 Eco Tank when streaky line, whatever. Believe me, somebody has been through this.
I haven't done stitching in a minute, y'all. Haven't done any stitching in over a week.
Worst case scenario, email them and ask them what to do. I know
that seems like it though. That what you were saying.
Because remember, we had that one thing.
We had that exact problem.
That thing up like it was brand new. Stephanie Williams says, "Oh, that happened to her too. She did a clean, and she had no problems after that." It was amazing how quick and easy it was for Stephanie. Shay says, Tracy, I love what you're doing. What you're adding, it takes it up a notch.
I'm going to put some gems on the buttons. I think the gems on the buttons would be a nice little touch.
Linda says, I clean, but it doesn't last. Linda, are you adding an external liquid substance through it, or are you just cleaning using the basic commands of the Eco Tank? That's the problem. Like even Stephanie Williams says on YouTube, Help for Eco Tank is very easy to follow. Linda, I had to order some kind of cleaning solution.
Yeah, because we tried the first way and then it didn't do what needed to be done. So we tried the next thing, and that worked. That cleared it right up. that one would work. That matches with that, doesn't it? Let's see. Something like that. I think that'll work.
Don't worry, Linda. Email me. I'll send you the video. Oh, Gaytan says, finally found her comment for you. Tracy, you look so good on the last live. It shows you're exercising and taking care of yourself.
Oh, thank you. Who said that?
Gaytan.
Thank you, Gaytan. I am. I'm trying. Okay. I promised myself I wouldn't like go all out with the eating for Thanksgiving. Like there's other days left to eat, like good, the food that I want to eat, which is sometimes not good for you. But even with all the restaurants we went out to, we did a lot of walking, and I did get an exercise. I did get a workout in.
Tracy says she loves the buttons on that sweater. And Shay too.
I think those blue, because to me it'll match with this down here. Y'all, I'm having fun right now. Y'all, I don't think y'all, even though I'm like at a snail's pace right now, it just feels good to be back in the craft room again. It really does.
That's how I'm going to feel when I go in the garage later today.
Da, 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 da.
Susan Tracy says, I love the buttons.
Da, da,
And Ryan says, I need
da,
your coloring skills.
Da, da, da.
Tanya Marie says, I love that card.
And you can do it. You can do it, and
Shay says, that's the best way to craft. No rush.
yeah, I just feel like, oh my goodness, this is the day back. And, like yesterday I didn't get into my craft room. I just went and looked. And I was like,
Ooh.
I'm going to go lay down a little bit,
You said, ooh, then ooh. Look, you didn't even want to say what was going to happen.
Look, and then for the first time, we ordered the Uber on our phones. Y'all.
I didn't know what I was looking at.
We were like, okay.
How do you know?
Because Ariel, she came back early. So we were like, and Chelsea ordered us an Uber to the airport from while we was in DC. And then when we got back here, Ariel wasn't with us. So I was like, okay, she gave me a quick lesson. It is super convenient. Okay.
It was actually really cool. It was so seamless.
That Uber was convenient. And I was like, how are they going to know where to pick us up at the airport?
How are we going to know it's the right person?
And then you see ride share and the whole, it was just, yeah, we were like, oh, we done did something.
Sarah says, did we finish our food from Saturdays on Sunday afternoon?
Sunday afternoon, because they were like, they take such good care of us, My future son-in-law, he just takes such good care of us when we come there, just always thinking ahead about breakfast, lunch, dinner, just the whole bit. And then we got to, because they're moving, so we got to see their new place, y'all.
Oh, it is awesome.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, wow. We got to see their new place. So they don't move until, when are they moving again? Oh, till December, the 16th. No, the 15th of December they're moving. Chelsea's leaving for South Korea on the 16th. So 15th they move. Chelsea's leaving. Manny will still be there, moving everything. But yeah. What color should I do next?
While y'all are answering that, Stephanie Williamson says, how do you keep your Marvy pickup tool sticky?
I make sure that it doesn't touch any glue, and I always keep this on it. See, like even after using it, I just hold it like this, pick up whatever I need, back on, cap back on.
But if it gets unsticky, what can you do?
Somebody said you can do like the what do you call it?
Soap detergent and then dry it off or something. They were saying, what didn't they?
Oh, I don't know, but you're saying it right now. So what do they
I
do?
could have swore I heard y'all say, get like your basic dish detergent, like Dawn, like you wash dishes with.
Right, because it's debris gets caught on this thing. So even someone said to put it like take a file and just file it down just slightly. But there's several videos, I believe. But I always put my cap back on because I know once stuff gets on this, now you have a problem.
Bertha says, "What a great idea on that card. I love it."
What is Chelsea's job? South Korea. Chelsea's job is she's a product. She's a she's a UX designer, which is user experience designer, right? So she had gotten her certification in that. But she's always been into graphic arts ever since high school. She went to college for the same thing, the whole graphic arts. And then she is now a product designer for this company that allows her to work. She worked from home for a good amount of years, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I think she goes in every like 2 days a week, something like that.
The other day she goes to the office.
Right, the other day she goes to the office, and this will be her second time going to South Korea. She's been wanting to get back there because 1 year y'all probably heard me talk about this before, was that she studied abroad in South Korea for a year, her sophomore year in college. She has been wanting to get back there for so long, okay? She's been wanting to get back there, y'all.
I think she's going for 3 weeks. Manny was telling her to stay for 3 months.
Yeah, because she's going to have a lot to do with for the wedding. So she extended her time there. She's going to stay I think she's going to be there for a month. So she'll be there during the Christmas holidays. So she's traveling with one of her friends. They're going together.
Oh, by the way, people were saying purple.
Oh, you didn't read the comments to me, babe?
I was trying to get a gap to tell you.
You usually take your gaps, okay? Oh, purple would be nice. Okay, well, let me go find a purple marker.
Chelsea does all kind of stuff. I mean, we could say, because in the company, she's training, she's that, and she's managing. It's just a lot.
So her friend who's traveling with her doesn't know any Korean. So Chelsea will be, the translator for it all. And then she has friends that live there too, so she'll get to see some of her friends.
Oh, Shay says you two did an excellent job raising her. She's a reflection of you.
Oh, so sweet.
Stephanie says I do put the lid back on. I will try to wash it with Dawn.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, just kind of dry. Let it dry naturally or whatever. But and after that, see if that works.
But there is a video to how to get your Adaxi to stick. Again, there's several YouTube videos.
You know what, Linda? She does love her job.
She really does. And the thing is that sometimes she we'll call her and she's like, she'll be on a meeting. And I say, then we need to get off the phone if you on, you are, doing work, because working from home can be, you can get distracted. But yeah, she does her thing. And she's got such great job perks.
Oh my God.
Her job perks are excellent.
Yeah, just ridiculous.
She gets credits for working out and, a ton of bonuses, just really good. But she always said, Mom, if I don't feel like I'm learning, when I feel like I'm no longer learning, it's time for me to leave. And she leaves with no hesitation, And I mean, that's just her thing. If I no longer feel like I'm getting better, because that's what you want to do, really. You want to get better. She says, I just don't feel right anymore. So, yeah. So the two of them are a great match, her and Manny, because even though they work such, like high pressure jobs, they make sure they take the time to enjoy, just enjoy, you know. Let's see.
Light on the Star says, "You're reading my mind. I want it green."
Ah, well, I'm getting ready to go in with some with another color on this, so y'all gonna look like, what on earth is she doing?
You're right, Shay. Shay says you got to keep growing. That's
You
so
got it, and
important.
that's her thing. You cannot keep, even when she was in school. If she got bored, mm-mm, she just could not keep, like, she has to stay improving.
And you know what, Shay? What's really interesting, okay, like let's say with what you're doing, uh, I guess in your spare time or whatever, with your YouTube channel, you probably have seen already, but you're going to start to see that each day becomes different because of the emails that you get or the requests that you're getting or people wanting you to collaborate on something or someone wanting you to send you something to do this or offer that. I'm telling you, or ask you, can you do this, or will you be part of some other bigger thing that you didn't even think you could be capable of being invited to. And you're like, what? So your each day becomes something, a new experience for you, compared to, let's say, if you put yourself in a situation where each day is exactly the same, you do the exact same thing, you know, and that's just how it is. I mean, I never, for years, that's how my life was. Just every day was pretty much, because that was like a traditional job. You need the money for the family, whatever. So you do the job, but then when you do something else that becomes challenging and it's uncertain, it's practically unknown. But you do it anyway. It's just amazing. There's a guy, I can't think his name to save my life, but he's a bass player. He's a bass guitar player. The guy is absolutely phenomenal, right? He traveled the world. One of the most renowned bass players who ever played, right? But as great as he was, his real joy came when, I don't know if he inherited it or if he bought it or whatever, but he had a bunch of acres of land somewhere. I don't know if it's in Tennessee or somewhere, but he decided to create a like a training retreat for kids, like high school, college, whatever, where they can come and just kind of learn first the bass guitar in a non-threatening environment, et cetera, et cetera. Please. Now that thing is one of the most renowned retreats in the world. It attracts people from all over the world, every kind of instrument, every professors, incredible players, and I'm telling you, his legacy has gone so far beyond what he did as a bass player. But imagine if he had never ever taken the step to say, you know what?
Right. Sometimes you got to step outside that comfort zone.
And I imagine everybody around him probably said, man, what you know? You don't know nothing about getting this, starting no retreat. What you doing buying land? You ain't never bought no land. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Right.
Ooh, I'm liking that. I'm liking this, y'all. Yep. I mean, you step out your comfort zone, and then it's not as uncomfortable anymore, right? And then imagine like with the lives, when we first started doing the lives, I was so uncomfortable. Um, and as we kept doing it more and more, it just got better and better. You know, you just start feeling much more comfortable and able to relax and be yourself. And even when we started doing it, I just felt, you know, many of y'all have heard us tell the story. People were saying stuff, and I didn't like that I couldn't control the narrative of what some of the mean things that people were saying. I was like, oh, I'm not doing this again. But imagine if I would have stopped, right? We wouldn't have met so many of you. So many of you have met us through the live streams. And if we would have stopped, that would have stopped that, whatever was destined for all of us to meet, right? And so, yeah, people can be mean on social media. I think the thing that keeps us going is that we're not there for the mean people. We're there for the people who, like y'all, like so many of you. That's who we're there for. So that it doesn't bother me anymore when people say stuff. Oh, well, you know. Have a blessed day.
Shay says, I receive and look forward to everything that you're saying about my channel from your lips to God's ears. Actually, it's from God's lips or heart to yours, because as long as you're obedient with that, when that thing hits you, you know, when it says He will give you the desire of your heart, you'll think you're thinking of this. You'll think that this is something you're doing, but it's being given to you. Do you understand what I'm saying, Shay? If it's being given to you, and then you say, "Okay, I'm gonna take this, nurture it, and then I'm gonna put it out there." That's when the magic happens, if you want to call it magic.
Right. You got to be yourself, and that's the only way you can last. If you're not yourself, you'll burn out trying to be somebody else. Here I am with an unorganized craft room right now, chipped nail polish, right? You know, the whole bit. And so moving at a snail's pace, because this is what it is. Sometimes we all craft with chipped nail polish, and you're crafting at a snail's pace. Sometimes it's the relatable factor. I think so many of us can relate to one another. You know, that's one of the biggest things, is you just want to be yourself. And I have a lot of younger crafters that ask for advice like, my goodness, how'd you get over 100,000 subscribers? Being myself, being us, you know, this is how we are. And, you know, like Sarah and Matthew can attest to that. Like we're just as funny sitting here with y'all as with her, you know, being in person. It just felt normal to be in Sarah's craft space. It just felt normal. And if her craft space wasn't organized, when she saw my craft space, and I know at that time,
I'm surprised Sarah can even walk in here.
It was not organized, but it is what it is. You know, so many of us can relate, and it's okay.
Yes, Alicia.
It's okay to be yourself. God didn't make you a copy of someone else, right? He made you an original. So why be someone else? Why be someone else?
It's like I always tell the story how I was talking to this one young lady at a place I used to work at, and she's like, Bill, I don't understand, I just can't seem to find, the love of my life. What do you mean? She said, well, I got the hairstyle of Holly Berry, and then I got the so-and-so this. I did the exercise program of this other person, and then I did the clothing line of so-and-so. I'm trying to be all these things so that I'll attract the right man. I said, well, here's the problem. I said, you're so busy being everyone else that by the time it gets to you, he can't find you.
Well, there you go.
He can't find you because you've hidden yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. Hold up. It's a bunch of stuff I wanted to say.
In the new year, I saw someone ask about the stamp set photopolymer.
Oh yeah. That's what I was going to say.
In the new year, we'll probably start cranking up again with the photopolymers. The turnaround time seems to be very what do you call it? I love our manufacturers. I love them. The turnaround time seems to be very slow, like moving out further and further to get the stamp sets in. So we're just gonna rework some stuff. We're pivoting, But yes, we do plan on doing photopolymer again.
Joanne Gilbertson.
But sometimes you have to pivot, and that's okay.
Hi, Eileen Moore and Betty Darnell.
Look how cute that turned out. Look at that. Hey, y'all.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Like, oftentimes when we talk about doing your own thing or whatever, it seems like we're talking about crafting, right? But that's not necessarily it. Crafting is something that everyone here seems to have something in common. But we're multifaceted creatures, and we have many talents and gifts. I remember reading one time, I think it was Judy. Judy, I know you weren't always an accountant or doing taxes and stuff like that. I'm sure you were doing something else. And something happened that you said, you know what? I have to do this. I have to be more.
Well, she may have been doing the crafting while she was doing the other stuff, right?
Yeah, but I think Judy, from some of the things that I read, the same way she's creative in her crafting, I believe she's creative in her accounting. That's the best basic gist I got from the comments and the things that she said. And I think it's made all the difference in her life. That's what I think, Judy. I could be wrong. If I am, you can correct me.
Well, no matter where you go, you got to take you with you,
Okay, I'll look at that, Linda.
You got to take you with you no matter where you go. And so,
Linda says there's an unattached line somewhere in that sweater. It won't upload to Cricut. Can you check it out? Now, I'll check it out. And if I upload another one, everybody in here that has received that will automatically get the update.
It's just an unattached line.
I'll look closely and see. But it's difficult to see it like this. I have to pull that thing up really close. I'll look at it later.
Yeah. Has anyone else had that problem? Because I don't really see it with my naked eye.
Jasmine says, Bill, you just said the words that I've been feeling. I need to do more with my creativity and share a piece of me. Well, you know what, Jasmine, a lot of the problem is that we're so talented in so many different areas that oftentimes it's hard to know just where you should expand or share,
Yep. I even feel the same way. As much stuff as we do, I feel the same way too. Like there's got to be more, like, am I doing enough? That's the thing that always comes to me. Like even the card campaign, is it enough? Ooh, that looks...
Patricia Manillo says, what's under your trimmer?
Oh, am I doing enough? Always asking that question, and it'll come to you. It'll come to you,
I mean, you'd be surprised at what it is. What it is. Okay, here's the thing. There are things that we want to do, and then I'm sure there are things that people constantly come to you and ask you, "Can you do this? Can you do this?" And the thing they're asking you is something that seems to be so
Well, sometimes it's something that you don't really want to do. It's someone asking you to do a
exactly
thing, and it may not be the thing that you like doing, you know?
right. But I'm
And
saying if you constantly get that, I don't want to, man. I don't want to make no brownies.
well, it may take away from the direction that you're supposed to be going in too, you know? It may take the energy away from the other thing, the thing that you should be doing.
Like, I don't want to make these cookies. Amos, make me some cookies, please. Amos, can you? But I want to do this. I understand, Amos, but if you get some spare time, could you make me some cookies?
What are you talking about, Amos Famous Cookies?
Amos. That's what I'm saying. There are things that we do that people constantly come up to us, and we're not hearing. Tanya says, I didn't hear the answer that Patricia asked. I think that what it is, Patricia asked what was underneath this, and this was underneath the number of cards that we ended up getting for the campaign. It was 15,417 cards. That was the answer.
Right. It might not be a part of your purpose. And so you have to, like, even now people still ask me about the gift baskets. Oh my goodness, Tracey, you do such wonderful gift baskets. Could you do more gift basket videos? And I remember it was time around the pandemic, I didn't really want to go out to any of the stores to find the stuff to do the gift baskets and to find the basket, find the products to go in the basket and all that. And I think it was around the pandemic when so many people were asking me, are you going to do gift baskets again? And I love doing gift baskets or creating gift baskets and stuff. But after a while, you no longer get that in, like if I'm making one for my mother, it's different. But just recording, like I think there's like 50 gift basket videos up there, like close to 50 gift basket videos on the channel. And so you just have to go, you know, do something different. You have to find whatever that thing is, you know, which is like pivoting, right? That whatever that thing is, sometimes it may, you don't have to stay there just because that's where you started. You don't have to stay there.
So,
you know,
so it can become a matter of actually knowing how to listen then, or listening.
Yeah. I mean, even when I walked away from the library and people were like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're leaving the library. You're so good at it. And then the next question was, well, what are you going to do? What do you, and I couldn't really tell them this part because no one really understands the whole YouTube thing and starting your own business and you know, all of those things. So sometimes you got to be very careful who you tell your business, because the naysayers will start coming in and you start having doubts like, well, maybe I shouldn't, you know?
Oh, look at this. Shannon is saying, I'm going to read several of them. Shannon said, I just did a loving memory video, and sadly, I had to take it down because I kept getting harassed. That's crazy to me. People need to stay in their own lane sometimes. And then she said,
You kept getting harassed.
This sounds like a lot to me. I absolutely love paper crafting, but my true passion is DIYs.
Right.
I felt bad at first for switching, but I truly enjoy creating my own days.
Don't feel bad for switching. And sometimes people are not going to understand why you made the shift. And that's okay too. You know, that's okay. As long as you know, right? You know in your heart of hearts, this is what I need to do. And even though, you know, we were GiftBasketAppeal, we shifted. Mindless Crafting. So a lot of times you'll have to make a shift somewhere Just like in life, you make a shift. What direction is God moving me in? I'm no longer wanting to do this, but my heart is saying, is over here wanting to do this, you know?
Sarah says, yes, I changed and closed my Etsy shop 3 times, and each time I came up with 3 different things to sell. I really
Yes.
love how I have changed or pivoted my direction.
Right. Right. It's okay. People, what ends up happening is people put you in a box. Yep. They
Oh, this
put you,
is
they put you in a box and they feel like you have to stay there. And I think that was the whole thing. People were like, you're so good at being a librarian. Why would you leave? Like they would never truly understand why I had to leave.
listen to this. Shay says, that's why I can't put myself in a box. That's why I called my channel All of Shay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do all the things.
Right. And when people, and all of Shay, writing the children's book, releasing a children's music CD, all of that stuff. So you gain the inspiration. You imagine your life story, right? And all the things that have happened to you up until now, right? All those things encompass certain things. Being on a being able to speak in front of a group of people, being able to teach. I learned that from being a librarian, getting along with so many different people, not knowing what's coming through the door, whether it be someone who's not having a good day as well as someone who's having a great day, right? Someone who may not like you because of the way you look versus someone who absolutely adores seeing you in that platform, because I don't see many librarians that look like you. So there's so many different things that have gone along, and on those journeys, everyone, if you can make people feel like there's like your authenticity and there's a goodness in your heart, regardless, you're doing the best that you can do. Forget all the others. Forget all the others. What I'm trying to say is, not everybody is going to agree with what the things that you want to do. And here's the biggest part right here. That's okay. Stop beating up yourself for the decision that you make about your life. Well, don't marry him because I don't approve of him. Who doesn't approve of him? Don't do such and such because I didn't. Don't go to Korea because I don't want you going to Korea. I don't want you traveling. Oh, that's an 18-hour flight. All of these things that you should, and I think that's where the encouragement comes from. It's just something that's inside of me. If someone said, Tracey, I want to build my own house, or I want to learn how to build houses, or I want to learn how to create I want to write my own book. I am never going to go and say to that person, child, what you trying to do? Girl, I knew somebody who did that and it failed. You will never hear me saying that to somebody. You'll never hear me saying that to somebody because I think that you should follow the thing that you're supposed to do.
Tanya Marie, I've heard this myself. Tanya Marie says, I was always told growing up, if you can't say nice things, don't speak. I've taught that to my children. My mother used to say specifically, if you don't have anything good to say to someone, then don't say anything. And another thing she would say is that the emptiest wagon makes the loudest rattle. She would always say that too.
I didn't tell a lot of people at my job that I was leaving. I didn't, because I knew all the questions that were going to come, and I didn't feel like entertaining those questions. So they probably didn't know until maybe about 2 weeks before I was leaving, even though I gave a month's notice. They didn't leave. They knew I had stuff going on, and I had kept like a notebook at my desk, and I would take notes, not for the job, but for the other stuff that I wanted to do outside of the job. And so running into the bathroom and writing children's music was a thing for me at my job. I would get a beat, I would sing it into my phone, and I would send it to Bill. Nothing fancy. But I couldn't. Sometimes people have limited visions of you, right? And it's not up to them to have limited visions of you. What really matters is that you don't have unlimited vision of yourself. That's the problem right there. Is that people, even if they see you, they can only see you in one particular light. And if you step out of that light to shine even brighter, it makes them uncomfortable.
Gene Johnson
It
says,
makes them uncomfortable that you're stepping into a different light and your light shines even brighter over there. And they'll be watching you the whole time.
Gene Johnson says, God reveals your purpose to you. Don't share because you may be knocked off your purpose that God has poured into you.
Right. And sometimes it'll be family. It'll be some of your closest friends. It starts putting doubt in your mind and you're like, man, well, maybe I'm not good
Exactly,
enough.
Eileen Moore. Eileen Moore says, that's right. You do you and let them do what they want to do.
Yep.
Every journey is not the same. God has your purpose, just like churches. Every church is not designed to do the same thing.
Yep.
Exactly.
It just amazes me that people would do that. Like, and then you're like, well, who told you that you couldn't do that? And then it'll be like, my dad. Who told you? My mom. Who told you couldn't do that? And then they'll give you perspective on how you should be with your kids. Which is another thing. You know, like I told y'all this before. When Chelsea wanted to go to Korea and study abroad for 1 year, they were like, oh my goodness, isn't that going to scare you? How could you let her do that? How could I not let her do that? How could I not encourage that? And now she's going back again because she loved it there.
And the people that she interacted with love her.
Yeah.
Stephanie Williamson says, being homeless, I get so much judgment, and you can't craft when you're homeless. I stood up and said, yes, I can craft anywhere, anytime.
Anytime, yep. It's still in you. It's still in you, Stephanie. No matter where you are, it's still in you.
That's like one of my favorite movies. How many of y'all have seen that, the movie Homeless to Harvard?
Oh my goodness, I remember that. That was a great movie.
Homeless to Harvard. It was just an incredible story. It's supposed to be a true story, too.
Mm-hmm. I think they had done a write-up on her in like years ago, a magazine. I wonder what she's doing now. Because that was an incredible...
I need to watch that.
It's actually a movie. Very inspiring.
Brenda Higgins says, I know the people I can share my dreams with. They've been my true friends and support me no matter what I'm doing.
Yep.
I can count them on one hand.
Yeah.
Tanya Marie says, I taught my children to be themselves.
Be themselves.
Make your own choices, but if they are doing things wrong, I will be there to help. Get them back on track.
Yep.
Shannon says, also the movie with Will Smith, but I can't think of the name of it. Oh, man, with his little son.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that Pursuit of Happiness.
Look, the book was a bestseller when it came out. I was in the library system, and I was like, I have got to get this book right here because it was so, everybody was talking about it, and I was like, well, let me go and read this book because that was that man's true story. What is his name? Gardner.
What's his name? Will Gardner? No.
Last name is Gardner.
They said in real life he was actually taking his son to work and hiding him under the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Telling his son, don't make a sound.
Man.
Eileen Moore says, Stephanie, when I was living in a shelter 3 years ago, I crafted on the bedroom floor. Hold up. Little Helper says, I have been known to work on crafts in the car wash. Okay?
Wow. Man, people don't get it. And it's okay.
Oh my God.
It's okay for people to not get it. You know, like it's just okay for people to not get it. You know, they don't have to get it. And this is for me. This is the life that I want to live. And I remember when I even came out with the book, or even with the CD, when we finished up our CD and it was out, you can tell that some of the coworkers were like, "You actually did this?" Like they couldn't fathom someone
You're nobody.
like me doing something like that. Like I'd always see her writing notes and taking notes and stuff, and she did sing to the kids. It made sense. But it wasn't until someone said, "Where is your CD?" And I was like, and Bill started saying, it was when you said to me, "Why are you doing traditional songs when we can create our own music?" And I was like, then the light bulb went off, right? So the pivot started. The pivot started, y'all. That's what happened. The pivot started.
But while you're pivoting, you got to. It's even not so much that it's other people. Oftentimes, it's your own voice saying,
"Yep, it's your own voice."
You ain't never wrote no song.
Right.
You ain't never did that. What you know about recording? You can't get nobody to show up. How come you? You know what I mean? All kind of questions. And you have to just silence all of that stuff.
You have to silence it because your own self-doubt. You have to move out of your own way sometimes.
Exactly. Shay says, my hubby is the only one I share my dreams and the visions that God shows me. I used to share so much, but then I noticed there was one person in particular that I shared everything with, family, and it would crumble every time. Exactly, Shay. When you stop doing that, all of a sudden it wasn't crumbling no more. Then husband got to go fix herself a sandwich.
Go get your sandwich, okay?
Soundy says the people that are negative are most likely unhappy with their own choices.
Yep. And that's why we share with y'all, because our thing is, even if people say, well, Tracey, that seems a little bit far-fetched. That's okay. Watch me, okay? It'd be the same people watching you, that say, oh, there's no way you could do something like that. Watch me. Because what that does, that puts a whole nother wing beneath my wings, okay? Another wind beneath my wings, right? That right there, when someone says, "Oh, she can't do that," that actually fuels me, right? To propel to a different level. And if you can start taking people's negativity or negative words towards you, like what they say, your haters, let your haters be your motivators, that right there. Because my thing is, I am not going to allow someone else in this lifetime, right? In this life, now come into my life to tell me what I can't do and put limitations on me. Yep, that part.
That's like one of my favorite scenes is in the 5 Heartbeats when Eddie Kane Jr. Remember, he first signed, they first got the record contract, and he came home and told his mother and his dad, and then his father told his father. Now his father said, "You ain't,
Oh yeah, his own father told him, right?
You ain't nothing, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then his mother, he talked real bad to him. Then when the son walked off, the wife was like, "Why did you tell your son, Eddie Kane, why did you tell him that he ain't S?" He said, "Because I ain't S."
So you're going to carry that into another generation.
Right, so his father, his self-esteem was so eroded and non-existent that when he looked at his son, his seed, he couldn't see nothing beyond himself and his own failures, his own inadequacies. And the best hope he could ever have for his son still couldn't go beyond his own disappointments. I mean, that's just a sad thing. And it's just so sad that even in our family structure where it seems like we should get the most support, from people we know beyond a shadow of a doubt. This is my mother and my father or my aunt or my uncle, and the blood flows through our veins.
Yep.
And from those people, we will get something that you shouldn't even give a dog, okay? Exactly. Shay says generational curses.
Yep. Shannon was saying something really good. You
Where?
got to read that
Which
one.
one?
Shannon. Oh, Hot Mess Crafting.
Well, that's what?
No, it's for the. She said something about a big YouTuber told her something.
Oh, I had a big YouTuber tell me my goals were too big. You know what? Shannon.
They had to start at one.
Hold up.
Okay.
Tracy, you remember when we first started? Remember that one lady, she's on YouTube, and she was like, well, I did so and so, but you probably not going to be able to do that because.
Right. Yeah.
But that's just me. You're not going to be able to do this.
Yep.
And we were like, who does she think she is?
Right. Like, you don't understand.
Putting
your
your achievements and your limitations on me.
Well, they feel like they achieved, and so there's no way you're not going to reach that, you know? And what's your response? Watch me. Watch me. And that's why I really like something that Chelsea said to me. What did she say? Oh, one of the things I love that Chelsea had said to me was, she said as she gets older, she sees like some of the dynamics of her friends with their parents and the relationship that they have with their parents, which she said it's, a lot of times it's not good. So she said she's so thankful that we have such a great relationship, you know? And so I never thought of it like that. But she says as she gets older, she sees, the way some of her friends, their interaction with their parents. And she's so, even when we left, she was like, Mom, I'm going to miss you. And that's such a wonderful thing. It's just, some people can't wait to get rid of their parents or to get, boy, she just keeps bothering me. But I'm hoping that they see an example with the relationship that me and my mom have and the way we treat her, and handle her with kid gloves. I pray that was the example, because I know there's so many out there that don't have a good relationship with their parents.
Shay says, sounds like my father. My father, generational curse.
Yep.
But you know what? Look at how good God is, Shay. He knew exactly what you needed, and that's exactly why you have Jonathan. That's exactly why, to make up for any negativity, anything you never received that you probably thought you maybe should have received. You have Jonathan right there in your life to embrace you and hold you together. There are times when it seems like you're ready to just fall apart. You know what I'm saying? And he has the same thing. Isn't that beautiful?
Yep.
Hi, Grindelia.
Rhonda, that is so powerful. She said generational curses are real. Some perpetually speaking doom and gloom over our children.
She said, stop.
Words have power. Look, this is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a thing. This is a real thing. Like, do you want to carry that doom and gloom into the next generation? Parents are putting such negativity in the hearts and minds of their kids that their kids end up either leaving and going somewhere else, or, they don't hear from their kids anymore because they put such gloom into the hearts and minds of their children. And my thing always was, I only have one shot at this thing, so let me do the best job that I possibly can do. which didn't require money. It required time and care. See, that's the thing. They'll sometimes people have their kids dressed up to the nines, like designer this, designer that. That is not it. I've seen kids. I've worked in that environment where kids had just money, parents spending so much money, and these were the kids that were so messed up a lot of times. And so we have to stop, we got to take these kids under our wings. Otherwise, look, going back to that song again, I believe that children are our future, and pray.
As Al Storm says, the director of the day program we met with for my son yesterday kept saying that she really likes it. I don't try to put limits on my son. Yeah. I think what are these other parents doing or saying?
Yeah. When someone says, "Man, y'all are so nice," it makes you feel like, even when we were in the hospital, going back to the hospital area, a lot of the nursing staff and stuff said, "We love coming in y'all room because y'all are such nice people." And I'm like, man, I can't even imagine what these people have seen. The nursing and medical staff, like what have you seen? Like in the hospital, really?
Shay says it's beyond just putting clothes on their backs.
It really is.
Feeding them. It's deep and layered.
It really is.
Shay, my whole thing has always felt like I had to constantly try to speak greatness into the kids. Anything that they did, I don't care if they put two sticks together lined up, I would praise them for their abstract ability to for spatial recognition, anything.
Right, putting the artwork on the refrigerator.
I don't care what they did.
Putting it when they bring it, you get an A on their homework, putting that stuff on the refrigerator and highlighting their stuff.
I wanted to speak greatness into them as much as possible. And the biggest reason was, and I always say this, I wanted to do it because I know how this world is. And I wanted to do it for the times in their life when they were going to be told they're not enough.
Yep.
You're just a woman. You're on the wrong side of the tracks. You didn't go to the best school. You're too black. You're too short. So whatever it may have been that they had to say. Mm-hmm. I wanted them to be able to at least hear my voice, to give whatever strength they need.
Well, my mama said that I'm the greatest thing. Right. My mama said this. But imagine if they're getting beat down by the world and now they gotta be beat down by their own parent.
That's all I wanted to do.
That's why I like to ask kids, especially teenagers. I like to ask them, well, what is it that you like doing? Like what is your thing? And I remember I was speaking to one group of kids, and what did they say? Oh, one kid, he was like, I'm gonna get me a sports scholarship. So he was one of the kids when I asked who likes, like, how many books have you read this summer? Or, they were like, some of the kids were like, I don't like to read and such and such. I said, ain't you the same kid that told me you going to college? I said, you got to read, right? So I'm trying to, you have goals. And I'm envisioning his goals. But he's saying he want to go to college and do all of this stuff. And he's wondering, well, why do you know so much about going to college and reading and playing sports? It's not as easy as some people think. I've been there before, And so it's just amazing when you really start to sit down and think about the mindset of some of these children out there, that some of them have never really had a conversation. Like, let me get into your mind. I don't want to, without judgment, sit down and talk let's talk without judgment. Like, let's just talk. You'd be amazed at the minds of some of these kids.
Exactly, Eileen Moore. Eileen Moore says, that's right, Bill. I talked to my son about the road he's heading because I don't want him to have it hard like me. Eileen, isn't it amazing how sometimes the kids can look at you like,
they act like you've never been there.
How in the world did you get to be this old, being this dumb? As if you don't know. what they're doing with the road, with the where it's leading them.
Like I see it. And sometimes you may have to let them go down that road, right?
Oh, this is deep right here. Sheila France says, I told my ooh, this is deep. I told my grandkids I had an art wall of my favorite artists. I showed it to them. It was framed art they had sent me.
I love it. I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like when I told Chelsea when she was in elementary school, I said, Chelsea, your artwork is like, it was amazing. To me, it was amazing. And my kid is writing these stories with the characters, right? So each character had a certain attitude and a certain, like, she would write their characteristics out. And so I thought it was really amazing that it's coming out of my child's mind. She's creating out of her mind. I was like, Chelsea, your stuff is really good. And she was like, you're just telling me that because I'm your mom, because you're my mom. And so years later, of course, now she gets to create different things out of her mind, right? Doing the art. Art was the thing for her and still is, you know. So you just never know, you know, what that thing is going to be. And that she's made a whole career out of it because she is good. Let's see if I can find my purple marker. Okay. Someone said do a purple one. Let me see if I can find my purple markers here.
You're exactly right, Shay. Shay says, I believe parents shape and mold their children's everything.
Yep. I have seen it, okay? And being around so many children and parents as a librarian, I have seen it. Let's see what that looks like. Huh. Spring lilac. Huh.
Delia says, my husband talks to our 3 girls and tells them, you think I did not do that, honey? By the time you go on there, I done came back and went again. Grendelia, my dad used to tell me, my brother, he said, y'all think y'all know so much? I've already forgotten what more than both of y'all know combined. Carol Curtis.
Carol.
People start talking about, everybody talking about, some of us are still requesting purple sweaters. Deborah Couture. Deborah Couture fell down and hurt her knee.
Oh no, Deb. That is really dark.
Hold up, Deb. So the knee you fell on is the knee replacement knee? Prayers for you, my sister. Because I understand the knees, please. Not to your degree, but I mean, I've had a bunch of injections now. And so far, they do help. Exactly. Eileen Moore talking about her son. He got the nerve to call her old fashioned. You know what? I had relatives used to call me old school. Oh, he old school. What in the world does that mean?
You know what it means.
He old school. I used to, you know how when you would go to church as a kid, you'd hear the minister say, "There's nothing new under the sun." I'd be like, "Was he crazy? All this new technology?" There's nothing new under the sun, because the things he's talking about is beyond technology. It's this, when you talk about people, there's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun.
I mean, we think our technology is so incredible. We still don't even understand the math they use to build the pyramids. Okay, you don't even understand how they even lifted the objects, the stones up. The speculation is so incredible. They think they use something to have it hover the blocks up like that. And they're absolutely straight. absolutely at 0 degrees. And they're like, how in the world could they get this level of precision? Exactly, Peggy. Peggy says, as a family of 6 children, we didn't have much, but we knew we were loved.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Think about that. That some people can read that statement and fluff over it, but when to be able to say we knew,
Right.
not we were a family of 6 and we were loved. No, not only were we loved, we knew.
Right.
We knew that we were loved.
You knew it.
It's one thing. There are parents or people tell you. There'll be people in your life who will tell you, well, you know we love you, and you just look at them because in your mind you think, I don't know that. I want to know that, but I just can't say that I know that. Uh-oh, Carmen Roses, I'm missing something. Let me go back. Okay, Carmen says, my daughter, she has been writing stories since she was really young, and she would read them to me, and I couldn't wait until the next chapter. She had stopped writing. I told her I miss your stories. She started writing again. She'll be 29, and she is a teacher. Carmen, tell her the story of, what's your brand name? You know,
Margaret. Yeah.
Okay, Tracey has a friend, Carmen, Margaret Johnson Hodge.
Mm-hmm.
You can look her up, have your daughter look her up.
You could Google her. Yeah.
She has so many national bestsellers at this point. But I remember when Tracey would talk about it, how Margaret Johnson Hodge is a lady who get all these books in the libraries, and she constantly saw writing or doing something. And she wanted to be a writer since she was a child, had stuff finished since she was a kid, and just wouldn't release it.
Wouldn't release it. And you know, and when I asked her why she wouldn't release it, because she was afraid of what people would say. She was afraid of the rejection. But imagine if she would have...
That only existed in her mind.
And here's the other thing. She was, at that time, she was looking for... She was actually looking for a job in the bank.
As a teller.
Not knowing that the book, hers, if she was just to release that manuscript, right? Just release it, because she was still looking for a job. Imagine if she had not went to the publishing company or released that manuscript and ended up getting a deal for 3 books based on the one.
And they wanted to do a lifetime
the 3 books.
Something on the thing. On one of the
I
books.
think it was a Showtime something on Showtime. They was going to make her book into a movie. And I think the reason why she didn't was because they were going to change it just too much. It would have been changed too much. But she went on to, man, I think she may have 15, 16 books by now,
right,
maybe?
and just about every one of them is a national bestseller.
Yep.
Imagine she's gone from that to being on panels with some of the best writers that we know.
And this is just goes back to what I was saying before, was Margaret felt comfortable enough to share the thing that she really wanted to do. She felt comfortable enough with me, her librarian, right? The question was, at that point, I could have said, child, I don't know. I'm a librarian. I see all the books that come through
you
here.
Like 30 years old. You ain't read the book yet.
I could have said other things, right? But that's just not in me. I asked her, well, what was the reason why? What was the reason why she didn't want to write? Why wouldn't she release that manuscript? And that was the whole thing, afraid of rejection. But when she got past that fear and finally said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and release it. I was filled with so much joy, especially when she came back with that deal for three books based on the one. All she had to do was release it, though. So you just never know who's out there getting ready to do great things. Someone's got a book inside of them, a song inside of them. Someone's got lyrics, poetry, art, all of that inside of them. But because of fear, people have caused us to lock up in a shell, right? And peek out to the tiniest hole. You know, people have taught us to just think small, be small, right? And put us inside of that little tiny box. Yep. And just peek out through a little hole because of something that they told us that we couldn't do. That's why the mind is a powerful thing, because someone can get inside of your mind and make you doubt your own self. They're not even a part of you. They're not attached to them physically. Physically, they couldn't stop you from doing something. But mentally, that's where the fight begins, is in the mental. It's the...
If Dr. Seuss had given up, just think what we would have missed.
Yep. All of this. And that's why I love comeback stories, because or people had to get past certain things in order to step into their greatness.
People say they still have that copy of Green Eggs and Ham. Linda Brooks says Dr. Seuss kept going when he did not get picked up right away.
Yep.
Hi, Biddy. She says, looks like I popped in at a good time.
Hey, Biddy. Yep. Even with Ariel, when she started her YouTube channel, you know, she just kept on going. Kept on going. Who knew that she would have all these brand deals with certain with different
companies,
beauty companies, right? But she started with a video showing someone what was possible, showing someone how to do their natural hair. Here's what I do with mine, you know, answering questions for other people around campus who are more relatable to her, or maybe in the same age group as her.
You're right, Shay. Shay says, as a man thinketh, so he is.
Yeah. Right. We have to stop thinking about what others think of us and think about what we think of us, because that's where the real battle is. I can't worry about what you're thinking over there. I got to think about what I'm thinking about me. Because what I think about me is going to stop me from coming on and doing or creating my YouTube channel. What I think about me. That's why you just got to do it sometimes, and not now ask someone else's opinion on it. Well, what do you think about me doing such and such?
Yeah, what do you think of it?
Right.
Eileen Moore says, one of my Sunday school students would always say, I hear music in my head.
Yep.
I told him to write it down. And now he's playing music, writing his own, giving free concerts. He's busy now. Peter Penny says, I got me some of Sarah's pens. They're going to make such awesome gifts.
Right? I love it.
Exactly, Stephanie. Stephanie says, keep on going forward. No turning back.
No turning back.
Claytana says, it's always a good time to pop into Mindless Crafting videos. Hold up. Claytana Murphy says, when I was younger, I was a single parent, and my youngest son told me one time, I don't know how you did it, but if there was ever anything he wanted to do, you always came up with the way.
Yep. I bet she appreciates that. And once your kids get older, they start to see certain things. And they start to think like, how on earth did you do it? Because I remember Chelsea said, Mom, you were working full time and you still had us in all these activities. We'd be swimming, soccer, horseback riding, going to the zoo, going to museums, like, how did you do it? I do it because I had to. I had to do it.
Shay, who you talking about? Margaret Johnson Hodge? I put the link, if you scroll back, I put her name and link up. Right to our website, in case you want to see her.
Margaret Johnson Hodge.
Linda Brooks says, my daughter's mentally challenged and loves to make cards. What brand of markers are you using?
Okay, these are Nuvos. What I normally use most of the time are this says touchable, but these are Daxi, ADAXI.
I'll find it.
I love these. These are Daxi markers. I absolutely love them. Bill's gonna put the
I'll put the
link
thing for you.
Make sure I don't get these colors mixed up here. Okay. What do you think about you? And you might not, at the time, you may not feel that you're, you may say in your mind, I just don't feel like I'm good enough. I felt like that with the gift baskets. I felt like that with card making. I felt like that with coloring. But guess what? You keep pushing forward. You keep pushing forward. I remember I got my first opportunity to speak publicly in on a major platform. And boy, that was probably like I was so nervous because now it wasn't me speaking to kids at a school. It was me speaking in front of a lot of adults. And so sometimes the doubts start to seep in. And so you have to crush those doubts and start to say, you know what? I am good enough. And I'm going to do the best that I can do. And I'm going to continue to improve.
You have to just show up.
I'm going to continue to improve because I have something to say.
Well, I'll tell you, you'll say, you know what? I know a lot of you people don't think I'm good enough, and to some extent, I don't even think I'm good enough myself. But you know what? I'm fixing to show up on this day that's marked on this calendar, and I'm going to do what it is that I said that I'm supposed to do, let the chips fall. It might be 100 people at that doggone place.
Well, my thing was to prepare, and the thing was, I would have to share about my life.
Your message only maybe for one.
Right, my message was only, and I could only bring that message. So that was the whole thing. Was like, oh my goodness, you start to doubt. You got months to prepare. You start thinking certain things, and like, oh my goodness, am I good enough? So.
Penny says, someone told me yesterday that I was going to be on the floor crying with the busy week I had ahead of me. I told her not to put that on me.
Exactly.
I would be busy, but I can handle it. No need for bad mindset.
Yeah.
Exactly. Shay says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Shay, you be finding these scriptures.
Yep.
Eileen, no problem.
Like, you prayed for this. You prayed to be on a larger platform. And so when that opportunity came, I was like, well, you know what, God? This is what I prayed for.
Tina Barker says she clicked on that link about Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
She looked at one excerpt of Promise by Margaret in 2 paragraphs, and I am 100% hooked.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, Margaret was teaching these classes on writing and stuff like that, right? And we went to the library. She was doing it at the library.
Yeah, which one was the first time?
Yeah, and I went to the thing class.
Yeah.
And one of the things Margaret talked about, she said, look, she was trying to help us to write in one paragraph.
Yeah.
She says, in one paragraph, you need to write something that's powerful enough.
The engagement, right? That gets people so engaged.
Them.
Yeah.
Absolutely engage them in one paragraph. And so it was so interesting. It was so interesting. So like if
It
you
was a great class. We all actually, me, you, and my mom went to take her class at one of the local it was actually Kennesaw Library,
right.
and so we went to go and to take her class, and it was filled. I was so proud because that's the library that it all started at where I first met Margaret. So that was the special. That's how special it was. And to this day, we're still wonderful friends. We chat every so often on Facebook. But she's just an awesome person and just so willing to give of her time and energy to show people how to write, like the not what to write, but how to bring their thoughts into this book format. Yep. Yep. Don't put no negativity. I'm reading y'all comments. Do not bring that negativity here. Okay. There's your purple. For all of y'all that was saying you want purple, there it is. Oh, I need to do the outline of this back part here. Let's see. Is that the one? Yeah. Right up here. Oh, Linda, you're excited about the sweater, did you? Yeah, I'm not seeing where the opening is on here, like where it won't. But Bill will pull it up and see. I don't know if anyone else has had that problem, but everyone's going to get actually another thing coming out to them.
Salapee. Woo!
Yep. Stay positive, even when it's hard. That's the thing. Is like, oh,
Salapee says, how about just don't? Keep your dirty laundry in your own basket and do not bring it
into
to my
mine.
living
Yep.
room.
Yep.
Exactly.
That part.
Oh, that's deep, Penny.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have people that'll bring certain things, and even not only that, you're already overwhelmed with certain things sometimes, and you have some people who'll just add on to the overwhelmingness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
just ease up, okay? Ease up. Yep, God is watching you too.
You know what? You didn't finish all of the writing on this Sonia Creole, but I'm going to read this part and I'm going to tell you what's going through my head right here. Sonia Creole says, my daughter wanted to go to camp. She looked it up in the New York Times and began recognizing that my finances in the camp began at $500 weekly. And, you know, maybe she could have said, I told her that's money and it's not the end of the world. Etc. The bottom line is, oftentimes you can't, well, anytime really, unless you look up the thing, you have the vision, you have the dream, and then you start the research. It, then and only then can you know what it entails. And you can't set limitations on how that's going to be achieved. You just have to start walking in that direction. And it's amazing how oftentimes things tend to work their way out.
Some things just work their way out.
It
Yep.
really is amazing.
Let's see what that looks like.
Here's some great comments in
That
here.
yellow.
I can't even read them all. There's so many.
Thanks, Bitty Penny. Look at y'all dropping gems, okay?
You know, Shay, that's deep right there. Shay says, call those things which be not as though they were. This is so powerful when you think about it. Speak about everything as though it is. See it.
Right.
Feel it. You know why, Shay? Because I always say this. There's nothing that you can look at outside of nature that did not first exist in a man or a woman's mind. And the things in nature, you can't see it without understanding that it existed in God's mind.
Mm.
So God made us creators.
That's deep.
Right?
Yep.
He made us
you were made to
creators
create.
in
right.
His image. He made us in His image. He's a creator. He designed us also to create.
Yep. Imagine someone put in your mind each person's thoughts and hopes and dreams are instilled in your inside of your mind. How powerful is that? So what Bitty Penny sees in her mind when she sits down to create is different from what I see when I want to create, or what Bill sees,
Or Linda,
or Shannon, or Shay. Everybody's minds are different. And how wonderful is that? So how would I be to tell someone that you can't do that thing?
look at Sunny.
I'm taking what's in my mind. My mind is telling me to tell you. How absurd is that? My mind is, I wasn't put here to tell you to be a discourager. I was put here to be an encourager. So I'm not going to discourage you from something that you're thinking about doing.
Tracy, listen to this. Sonia Creel says, Bill, she and I walked in faith. I asked her, how can we do it? Guess what, Tracy?
What?
She says, my daughter had the greatest time.
Oh, my goodness.
You see what I'm saying, Sonia Creel?
Yeah. Limitations.
Linda Brooks says, this is the best YouTube presentation all year. Thank you all for being so inspiring.
My
Thank you, Linda
goodness.
Brooks,
How
for
wonderful
your
is
kind
that?
comments and words.
That's-
Linda,
We got
we're
some
here
deep-
every Tuesday and Thursday
Yes, we
at 12
are.
noon. And there's no telling what conversation comes up, not necessarily from us, but even from you all
Yeah.
in particular.
Nuggets of inspiration. Nuggets, okay? Because to tell you the truth, when I came on here, I said, let me color some sweaters and then we'll just talk because, we just got back from yesterday from DC. So it's not like we had everything planned out. But the words will come, the conversation will come. And so we're on here every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 noon Eastern. And we actually have our Mindless Crafting at midnight that we'll be doing, for those of you that may have forgotten, Mindless Crafting at midnight, Friday, December 15th at 11:55 p.m.
This is the
And we will be using a kit that night, but you don't have to have the kit to join in. Bring whatever your crafty stuff is. If you want to bring your scraps and craft with us, come on and do it. So that will be our last Mindless Crafting at midnight for 2023, heading into 2024. This one right here. So you come on and join us if you would like to.
You're right, Stephanie Williamson. Stephanie says, God is amazing. I have learned a lot. As homeless, I know that I get a new home soon and my daughter back. I believe that.
Yes.
Ali Moore says, when I started my first business, I went to the library
Yes.
and started reading books on taxes before there was even an H&R Block. Okay? Right.
Bill and I, you know what our go-to place was? Our university for YouTube? Barnes and Noble.
Hold up.
We would be in there for hours in some Barnes and Noble. looking up stuff about keywords
or
and
whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on. When Tracey says going to Barnes and Nobles, it's not like we would go to Barnes and Nobles and we got so caught up that we end up staying hours. We went there with the intention of staying there for. I mean, one time we stayed about 10 hours. We said today we're gonna go from this hour to this hour.
We stayed there for a long time.
You know, we'll leave only to go right here next door, get something to eat, come right back. And I mean, I would get like about 10 or 12 books on subjects kind of related to what we were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I had notebooks, and I would just scour through all of them, taking notes. Then we would come, and Tracey would take notes. Then we'd come home and talk about it, cross compare, revise the notes, and strategize. You know what I'm saying? We did that a lot.
We sure did.
Because at this point, I couldn't trust the library because oftentimes the information was obsolete.
Yeah.
By the time you got to it.
Yeah.
But at Barnes and Nobles, at least it would be somewhat current.
Things were changing at such a speed of light, and YouTube was changing very quickly.
Exactly, Pamela Scurry. Pamela says, all things are possible to them that believe. Believe the impossible and watch God work.
Yeah.
Exactly. Zal Soam says, we'll at least talk about food, candy, old, new TV show. This will tell them what we end up talking about.
We'll sing. Right, we'll sing. Yep, y'all better tell it. Sometimes we sing. This looks really cute with the, so this is like that vermilion, right? And I'm going over the yellow with it, and it looks really good, y'all. Loving the way that looks. I guess now we have to start doing some Christmas songs, huh, babe? Christmas time is here.
Mm-hmm.
I love this time of year. Flashing lights are oh so bright. Is that, what was the song, babe?
Something.
I can't remember it.
Here.
So someone wrote to me behind the scenes, actually while we were on, because I was still checking my emails even while we were on vacation. And someone said, there's this song that you were singing about, what was it? Oh, it was the fall song. She said about the leaves changing. And she said, you were singing that during the live. And I knew immediately it was our fall song. So I got the video and I emailed it to her. So she wrote me back and she said, I didn't know that you actually made that song. Like y'all created the song. And so she just it didn't come to, she just couldn't imagine, not that she didn't imagine it, but it never dawned on her that we were the original creators of the song. So that's just going to tell y'all again, don't put limitations on yourself. Because I remember when we did that CD, people were like, well, what studio did you go into? We went upstairs. We went upstairs.
Carmen Rosa says,
who's doing the instruments? Bill. Who's singing with you? Me.
Carmen Rosa says, when you started YouTube, did you have knowledge of how to record and all that stuff? Hold up. I was so pitiful when I first started.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine this is the YouTube screen, right? My video was about this big in the middle of the screen. It was so fuzzy you couldn't make out nothing on the screen, but I was so proud of that video. Ooh, look at my video on YouTube, okay? But eventually I figured out what I was doing wrong. I was able to get the thing the right dimensions, get it clear. And the first camera we got, I'm talking when even the most crappy of camera usually had to cost about $500 or $600. I had a camera that wasn't much bigger than this right here.
Yep, we just used that little old camera.
I got it somehow for $200. Actually, Bobby, my friend, got it for me. I was telling about my ideas.
He got us the second one, right? The one that we broke. One of them broke, and we got a.
No, he got the first one.
Oh, he got us the first
That
one?
purple
Oh
one.
my goodness.
Remember that purple
I
one?
need to thank Bobby then.
Yeah, Bobby got us that
Oh my
first
goodness. This is one of Bill's
camera.
friends when he was growing up with him. He grew up with this guy.
Right. And Bobby's amazing, man. He's those type of guys. You can be talking to Bobby about your vision and whatever. And next thing you know, Bobby was just right on the spot. So what do you need?
He's right.
What do you need to get that happen?
He's an encourager. Yes, he's definitely one of those that the sky's the limit.
Figure that out and how much does that cost?
That's the kind of friends
can
you
we
need
order right now?
That's the kind of friends you need in your corner. Yep. Let's see what time it is, y'all, because someone said do this sweater in red, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it in red. As I grab the red marker. No. Let's see what this one looks like real quick.
Oh, Lisa Mathis is asking something. Let me see what it is. Let me go back. Lisa says, Tracey, I will pay you if you run me copies of your digitals and send them to me.
That's going to be a lot of work because what ends up happening is that you get a whole bunch of people that ask for the same thing. And so that would be, it would become quite cumbersome. That could easily get to be somewhat overwhelming. I have a lot of people that do ask if we can print them out, and that'll put so much. I know the printer is a good one, but it would just become too much.
Patricia Costa says, I so enjoyed your visit with Sarah Johnson.
Oh, I'm glad you did.
So that's the last sweater right there, right?
I'm not sure. Someone said red and green. Oh, we did the
Look,
green one
out of
already.
all the colors, we got 168 pans of color over here.
Huh? Out of what?
So they can always be saying a color, you know.
Because you could do it in red and green.
Shay says, can you upload what you color as a digital and sell it? That's a good question.
You know what? I think I have talked to Bill about doing that before.
Let me look at that.
You remember that?
Yes, Patricia, I have the Batman pen. I need to go get my Batman pen. I'm afraid to bring Batman out. It'd be too close to Tracy's hand.
I don't know. I wouldn't use it. I got enough.
Tracy got a bunch of them.
I have Sarah's stuff sitting here. This is one of the first pens Sarah sent to me. Look at this.
I thought she was doing something then.
Look at that right there. Sarah sent me this years ago, so I don't need for your Batman pen. I've got a Sarah.
Well, you don't have a Batman pen. You may have
Sarah.
that.
Several
you do
Sarah
not
pens.
have Batman, baby, okay?
Exactly. You have it.
Exactly.
And I'm happy for you.
I grew up on Batman, okay?
Oh, you used the library. Stephanie uses the library for hers to get her printouts.
Yep, Andre White says if you have a computer, download the digitals to a jump or flash drive and take them to the print shop. Patricia Costa says, Tracy, did you grab the checkered pen?
I sure did.
Trey got a bunch of pens.
I did. I gave Chelsea them there. Oh, go, Bill. Look at the pink bag in the room there, and bring me that so I can show them what I finally ended up with from Sarah's shop. I was so happy.
So where's that?
You'll see the pink bag on the shelf in the room. I could put green buttons on this, can't I?
Okay, so hey.
I could put green buttons on here. Look at your Christmas.
It's like a Christmas sweater. Exactly, Carmen. Carmen says my husband loves Batman. Hold up. Sally P. Okay. Sally P uses her phone, right? And she was like, I guess maybe she's thinking that, you know, she doesn't have a certain type of camera, so she uses her phone like it's less or whatever. Sally P, they're actually doing movies in Hollywood for the big screen using an iPhone and Samsungs. Okay?
No limits.
Trust me. If that's what you got, that's what you got.
The colors may change, but the shape's the same. It's round, so it must be a circle. I need a deeper red color.
Let's see. Okay, there you go, Sonya Creel. I just put the link to Sarah's thing. Peggy, let me see, go see.
Yeah, I'm just using a darker red right around this area here, where I think it would be darker.
Peggy, where's it at? Facebook or Kim Worthen?
Hey, Kim.
Yo, I wouldn't listen to Kim's group. They be jamming.
Oh, yes, they were. Okay.
They are jamming. God, as my daughter
I love
used to say.
I love the fact that y'all got so much, like other things going on, and we just get to know y'all on a different level.
Tina Price up.
Okay.
Shay says, I'm so glad I hopped on today. I haven't had the time because you're too busy eating. Just kidding. The day was right on time.
Let me show you my pens. My pens. Is Sarah still on here?
Of course Sarah's on here.
Sarah?
Oh, okay, let me go look, Peggy. Okay, Peggy.
Let's see. So here's the one that y'all were talking about with the plaid. It doesn't do it justice inside the little. I gotta show y'all, like, this is what it looks like. Let me show you what because you know I got my pillows out already for downstairs with that buffalo check.
Tracey love her some buffalo check. Peggy, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Only thing I already read the one about a family of 6. We didn't have much, but we knew we would love. That's the only thing I see. I will do this. Tina Price up says,
Oh, yes, Tina.
pray for me. I'll be having my chemo port put in.
Okay. They say it's not a major surgery, but I've never had one put in before. If you all could just put in a good word for me, we'll pray for you.
Salad Pieces, those pens look so good on video. I bet they're even better in real life.
Oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. Okay, these are the pens in Sarah's shop, y'all. And this one has, y'all remember those pens with the different inks? Do y'all remember these back in the day? Look at that. Gooby. This is my Gooby pen. This looks just like Gooby.
It sure does.
That looks just like Gooby, okay? And she gave, so I have the pen, like she has all the colors. And look, Sarah, look at that. She put all of the extra inks.
Okay, Peggy, I've been looking for it.
I love it. Sarah's she's just the next level. Here, let me show you the other ones. This is the one for my mom.
Oh, she don't love that, huh?
My mother's gonna love this. This is the one for my mom, y'all. Look at that. My mother loves bling. She is going to love this. Look at the crown at the top. How gorgeous is that? So that's for mom. Okay, and make sure I got these in here.
You can't say which one's for Ariel.
I gave Ariel hers last night. I forgot which one. Which one did I give Ariel?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the kitty one. It's a kitty cat one. So cute. Look at this, y'all. Look how pretty that is. Look at that square at the bottom. It actually reminds me of that. You see that box up there, babe? The blue? Remember the blue with the rose on the top? It reminds me of that.
Oh, okay.
Remember it?
I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what? I would love to put on my robe, y'all.
How pretty.
But cinnamon is lying on my robe.
The Santa Claus robe?
Yes. There are a lot of it that's on the floor. And if I move it, I will wake him. And I'll feel guilty.
Gifts, y'all. Gifts. Okay.
But I'm kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put on my robe. Please.
Aren't they
I'm
cute?
gonna throw this dog off, cold as I am. Shay, there's a movie called Cinnamon. Normal
Is
Watson.
it about a dog? How did she even think to do this with pens?
That's Sarah. She's
That's
always
Sarah for
thinking
you.
of stuff.
I'm still fascinated by that bling box.
Hold up. I wish I had taken pictures of. Sarah had these boxes. Oh my God.
The bling box.
Those boxes, it's one thing to see the picture on them, but when you see them in person, I must have stood in front of that box for 5 minutes. I couldn't even move. I was so fascinated with the attention to detail, the precision, but yet the creativity.
Yes.
It was just, I was amazed she could even think of something like this. And those pigs, those pigs.
My nails can't be looking funny when I'm holding this pen, okay? It can't be having no chip nail polish.
I don't know what to call those pigs, Tracey.
Oh yes, you need to go back and watch that one with the The one with Sarah.
She had these bling pigs, y'all. Here Hankins said, well, something else to get me in trouble. Thank you, Sarah, okay? Thank you.
Oh my goodness, y'all too funny. Sarah. Y'all are too funny. I'm looking at this conversation between Tanisha and Sonia.
All right, Tanisha, don't be messing with Sonia. She'll get the Auntie Connie on you.
I went back and watched the live on Saturday that we did with Sarah and Matthew. It was hilarious and so much fun. I know her husband, when he said my wife is brilliant, I was like, okay, Matthew, you just another level, okay? He's like, my wife is brilliant. That's it.
You know what? Because the way I framed the question, I said, so, Matthew, at what point in the marriage, when you got married to her, because you know you got married when she was 8, at what point did you realize that she was just so creative? His whole thing was, wasn't so much.
My wife has always been brilliant.
It wasn't so much that I realized she was creative, as I realized that she was just brilliant. You know what I'm saying? I was like, woohoo!
That was a perfect answer, okay.
The way he said it, it was like, oh my God.
Oh, Sarah said he almost had me crying when
he almost had me crying when he said it. So I know what he had you doing.
Sarah, he had us at hello, okay?
He had me ready, boy. If he had said one more word, I'd have had to get out the car. Okay?
It was so fun. Tell Matthew we said hi.
All right, Eileen Moore. Hi, Sheila Overstreet.
He was so proud. He was so proud, wasn't he?
Prayers for Sheila. Because it wasn't like he just spit an answer out.
Sheila.
When he gave the answer, when Matthew gave the response,
It's just so natural.
It was a measured response. Like you could tell he was in his thoughts.
My wife is just brilliant.
He was thinking about it,
Yep, he was like, my wife is just brilliant. He just like, you could see the joy in his face. He just lit up.
I was like, this man meant that, okay? He didn't just say something. He meant what he just said, okay?
Margaret. Hi, how are you, Margaret? The stamp. This is actually a free digital. So it looks like this actually. We were just playing today, but this is what it looks like. And that's how it ended up. It looks so pretty, that soft pink. Yeah, y'all keep Sheila in your prayers. It's always good to know that there's someone praying for you and that you don't feel so alone. Because the mind can really, I pray that your mind is eased as you go through this process also. Praying for Sheila, praying for, is it Tina that said she was having a procedure done also? Yeah, so I'm praying for y'all. Yes, it means so much to know someone cares, right? And so why should you be able to go through this? Why should you have to go through this alone? You reached out and you said, if we can pray for you. And yes, we sure can. All right, y'all, with that said, we're back. We are back, y'all. And how much fun it's going to be. Don't forget about Mindless Crafting at midnight. We're still working on the cards, y'all. We're more than halfway because 9 boxes have gone out already. 9 boxes went out before we left. And so we're just finishing up the last bit.
She ain't talking about don't go. You're
We
fired.
we got about six or 7,000 more cards. I know, right? Look at that. I'm acting like it's not a whole lot. 6,000 or 7,000 more cards to go. So yeah. No, 6 or 7 more cards to pack up. So we sent out 9 boxes. 9 50-pound boxes went to
the card place.
Wait a minute, we got someone volunteering there.
Right, I forget who it was. I think it was Rebecca Bosworth.
Huh?
Rebecca Bosworth.
Operation Gratitude. We've got 9 boxes that have gone out there so far. So right now, they have about another 3. No, we can do it in 4 boxes, right? Yeah, 1,000.
Hey, hold up. Here's the thing. Now we've been gone for a week.
About 4.
We don't know what's at the post office.
We're hoping that there's.
I'm hoping nothing. That's what I'm hoping. Okay. Hold up, Captain Air. What time is it where you're at right now? Captain Air says, I stay up until you're home. 5:30 a.m. in my craft room.
Oh, so she's late to the party. Marie's unique gifts. First time in months for me seeing your
Marie, where you
channel.
been?
Don't stay away, Marie. Yeah, so there's no telling. We have a post office run to do today, so there's no telling. Yeah, there's no telling where we'll be. Somebody eating something over there?
Yeah, strawberry.
Strawberry. Hi. Oh my goodness. Strawberry and Gooby miss us, right? Yeah. It's my big doggy.
I thought Strawberry was doing backflips when we came in.
She was just like, she got the zoomies and she was going back and forth, just zooming back and forth while we were gone.
Move, get back.
She's been working, Bill. That's what she's been doing. Marie just said, I've been working. I don't have time to be tuning into y'all. No, she didn't say it like that. She said, I've been working.
No, we're going to get over there, though.
Oh, Stephanie said it might be her card. It might be her card that was sent weeks ago. Sorry, y'all. Someone didn't silence their phone.
Strawberry.
All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and head off here because we got some catching up to do. I got a lot of boxes downstairs.
It's so nice to spend this time.
I need to open up. You know.
Together. All right.
Continue.
That's all I know.
Just to have a laugh or sing a song. What time we have to say so long.
Is
Norma Watson, we actually have maybe about $250 left over from not the shipping.
From the last shipping.
Wait a minute, no. The boxes, remember the boxes, and then the tape wasn't working properly, so we had to go run tape. Get tape to the proper tape to really seal up those boxes because they were heavy. So about $250. We're about maybe $260 left over.
To work with whatever has to go out.
For whatever it has, and whatever it doesn't, whatever we, those boxes are going. So it's okay if we run out of whatever was donated for the shipping. It's gonna happen, It's gonna definitely happen. So we got like 9.
There's Rebecca Bosworth right there.
I'm trying to think. We got 6 $675 in donations for shipping. And so we needed more tape. We ran out of, like the tape for taping up all of those boxes. We didn't realize we need so much. But hey, it is what it is, You can't think about the end result. You have to just move forward in whatever it is. And so thanks to all of you, everything pulled together. Everything pulled together that needed to pull together. Look at Tanisha talking about blue sweater.
You know what? That's Tanisha and Karen Hickerson.
Y'all are funny. You're
like, and
so why y'all on here? Blue sweater, please.
And Carol Smith. All of y'all whose name I just said are fired.
Yeah, everything works out for the. Everything is working out for the best. Let's see what y'all say. Take care, everyone. Thanks, Tracy and Bill, for the inspiration. Going to be more cards at the pop. We hope not. I mean,
Cindy Pepperton, I'm not fired.
We ended up having to do.
Cindy, you're
what did we do when we first did the weighing? Because we wanted to make sure that each one was at 50, right? 50, right?
Yeah.
And so just so y'all know, I'm going to share this story. We dropped off the first set of boxes. We thought everything was fine, right? Because there was a, let's see, Operation Gratitude had a place that we can go and get, shipping labels, right? So there was something incorrect on the shipping label. So we went and dropped off the second batch of boxes. Now there's an issue. So the manager comes out and tells us what, because when he saw us coming in with those boxes, he was like, no way I'm letting these through, right?
Because the label that came out said 10 pounds, but the boxes weigh 50.
Which made sense. I said, maybe we're overthinking it,
but
right?
What we paid for was a 50-pound box, but the label only gave us a 10-pound label.
There was no way to change it, because we're going through their site now to use their labeling.
We're like, wait a minute, we paid for the 50-pound box.
So here's what you do. You stay calm, right? Because there was a calmness.
Tracy stays calm. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, you went outside. I don't know. I remember what you were doing. So I was telling him, I said, we got to get these cards to the troops, And I said, I noticed that it said 10 pounds. And I said, I saw that there was an issue, because I saw the label said 10 pounds. I said, because he's like, well, the boxes weigh 50 pounds. I said, I know, because we weighed them. So apparently our scale was just slightly off than the scale that he had at UPS, right?
They're basically the same.
So we're still talking and stuff, and I said, I just want to get this right, so whatever needs to happen to get this right.
Because we got more boxes.
Let me know. Teach me. And by that time, I already knew his name, so, you call him by name, And we still start having a conversation. As we got further and further into the conversation, he said he wanted to keep the boxes there and store them there with the cards, or, because we were getting ready to take them back. Bill was getting ready to let's load them up, take them back. We'll have to deal with it when we come back from vacation. So more we talked about, we were like, I said, we have a lot. I don't like to talk about, I have a YouTube channel type thing. But I said, look, a whole bunch of us came together to create 15,000 cards. I said, I still have about 6,000 left at the house. So there's more coming. So I have to get this right. So tell me what I need to do to get this right. So we're getting ready to take the boxes back home. He said, can you call the people and just tell them there might be something wrong with the label? I said, I have to deal with it after we come back.
Because it was Sunday that day, and we were leaving early in the morning.
We're leaving Monday, right. We're leaving early Monday.
So no, we can't.
So I said, no, I won't be able to do that. The first boxes got there. Guess what? Next thing, by the time we finished talking, what was his name? He was a nice guy. This manager was nice. He was like, let me see what I can do, right?
I think his name was John.
He said, let me see what I can do. Because I've already paid for the shipping labels, right? He said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and talk to the delivery guy who usually picks these up. He said, let's go ahead and let these go through. Because that was like, how many? That was 5 boxes or 4?
That was 5 that day.
Yeah, so that was like another 5,000 and something boxes.
Cards.
Cards, right. Another 5,000 cards. And so just keeping our composure and stuff. And I said, can I get your card? You know, because when you have someone that gives you great customer service, he was just telling us what the rules were. And when I looked on the receipt, I said, well, let me see what he did to get these. It said 0, y'all. Even though I did pay anyway, but on his side, when I took it to UPS, for some reason, he looked like he had a special code that
How much
said,
is this going to cost?
that said 0 on it.
Right, so but we didn't have to pay anything additional. Thank God.
Are y'all listening to me?
We already paid it, so.
The label says 10 pounds. The measurements don't even measure up to what the boxes look like. Y'all saw me take pictures of those boxes, right? I said, I just know that all I need to get this right, because I've got to get these to the troops. I said, we have a group that has created cards, and we've been creating for months from all over the world. And I said, I just want to get it right. 0 when I looked at the receipt. I was like, he said, I'm going to talk to him. We're going to get these, but don't worry about it. When I got in the car, finally looked at the receipt, 0.
Like, how much more money do I have to give?
0. Why am I saying this?
God.
Is because if you do the thing that you're supposed to do, you're executing what needs to be executed. You have goodness in your heart. The cause that we're doing these for is good. We've come together as a group. We've been talking on all these lives, all to this stuff, to get to this point where, these boxes can't go. I need to get it right. I need to get it right. How do I get it right? By cussing and leaving the place? No, that's not how you get it right.
Bill, go outside.
Look, now. Bill went outside for a moment. I stood right there talking to him, because me and this guy gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a nice, calm conversation. Don't lose your cool. I wasn't frustrated.
No, I'd have been calm.
I wasn't like, I didn't get bent out of shape. Why? Because I need to get this right, because I have more boxes sitting at the house. So I need to get this right so I can get those other boxes through.
Abelie says, my grandmother used to say you get more bees of honey than you do with vinegar.
Yep. And it just wasn't in me to stand there and be like, I don't know. No. The guy was nice. He was explaining exactly what needed to be explained. I didn't know he had a special code. He was like, wait one moment. We're going to get these boxes. We're going to get these boxes sent for you. So guess what? Next time when he sees us, roll up there with the boxes. Oh, we got a friend at the UPS store right now. We got a friend.
We got a friend.
I'm going to make him a little gift, okay? He going to be so shocked when we make him a little gift, babe. And guess what? I'm going to make him a card. Because guess what? We've been blessed with a gift to create.
Gaytan, guess what?
Right.
Guess what, Gaytan? You're fired!
Right. We've been blessed.
Oh, Linda Brooks says, do a quick explanation about where and to whom the cards are going. Well, what happened was there was something called Operation Gratitude. And once this is what it was.
Right. This was at the beginning of what we started.
And
right?
the cards were going to be sent to the troops so the troops could send the cards to their loved ones,
Right.
which was a different twist on the whole thing.
Yes, we made blank cards.
Right. So the campaign ended as far as submissions coming on November the 1st. So it's over. But it was really a good one. And we have so many. Okay. I was bagging up some stuff before this live. And when we get off, I'll be bagging up some more to go into the boxes, right? But once again, I had the same reaction like I did when I was boxing up the first time. The cards you guys made
my goodness.
So phenomenal. I mean, it's one thing to look at them real quickly on here, but when
we actually go through and look, we're like, y'all just.
I should have been dumb, but I spent so much time looking at cards and said, look at this right here. Norma says, Bill, let Tracey do the talking every time.
He does.
I do, Norma.
He does.
Because I know, you know me. Because sometimes I talk on the phone, I promise you, I can talk to the customer service people. In my mind, I feel like I was so good. And I get off the phone and Tracey, man, you were so abrupt. I said, who? I said, Tracey, I was good. I was so nice.
Not good enough.
She said, no, your voice didn't sound right. Well, in my mind, I felt like it was right compared to what I could have been. You know, now you should have heard what was in my mind compared to what was in my head. My voice was real good with this person. I just
That's
knew
all
I was
gotta
good,
say. I got
okay?
one word for you. So yeah, I'm just someone possibly needed to hear that, and now we're actually going to get off of here. But I thought I'd just, explain to y'all just another lesson in this journey, because we've done too much. We've laid down too much foundations. And in these last coming months from when we started this campaign and just the packing up, y'all see, we're packing up the cards in a special way so that the presentation looks good when they open the box. We even have a little note that goes in there that says, because it was 219 of us that created cards for the campaign to add up to 15,417 cards. So 219 people did this, put this into the works. I can't let y'all down. I can't let something is like the shipping be an obstacle. I can't let that be an obstacle. Too much work has gone into this.
All I know is these cards.
We prayed for this.
Okay.
But this is the whole thing about praying over these cards that they reach the destination that needs to be. So now, with that said, we got another 6,000, 7,000 getting ready to happen. Y'all, we appreciate y'all too. Thank you so much, Stephanie. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. And y'all be blessed. Be kind. Not only, but be kind to yourself too. And just know that you're good enough. Your skills are good enough. Right?
John Pound's like, get off the fly.
John Pound's talking about bye. And where's my blue sweater? Okay. Y'all take care. Bye.
Bye. Where's your Bruce Lee, Trey?